is going on, everybody, and welcome to episode number 97. I swear, I feel like I've done this before.
97.5.
I
Yeah, I'm
feel
getting massive deja vu.
weird deja vu. Who's ready for some pee-pee? I mean, who's ready for this?
Wait, the vibrator.
Oh,
Wait.
right where we
oh,
left
man.
off.
All right.
Yeah. Okay. Are we good?
Yes, we are. We should be good. If everybody's got faces, just want to make sure that our Ava Media capture card has not decided that it wanted to
Copyright
fuck,
strike.
fuck everybody. And yeah, just apparently copyright strike everybody. I don't
Where'd my face go?
Bro,
No,
okay,
I'm
don't
just
do
kidding.
that, dude. I literally had a heart attack. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. Fuck this. Well, welcome in, everybody. It is episode number 97, and we've got the whole crew here to talk about video games, streaming news, everything, gaming news. It's a bunch of stuff. There's people have been hiking the prices up, people getting punched in the face. Premium currencies are getting put out there. Old content's getting rehashed for $60 price tags. It's crazy. It's wild times, which means it's Thursday. It's 10:30 p.m. Well, 10:46 p.m. depending on who's counting.
Close enough.
Well, but yeah.
And the Pre-Patch Podcast is here. So buckle in. It's going to be a great show. Make sure that if this is your first time listening in, head over to our YouTube, give that big thing a like, subscribe, and click the fucking bell. If you're over on Twitch, make sure that you hit that follow button. And if you're on Spotify, like it, and whatever other podcast
Follow
apps
it.
you may be, follow it, do all the
Save
things
it.
that you need to
Rate
do.
it.
Yeah, share it.
Twist it.
Come
Pop it.
come home with it and snuggle with it. So do all those kind of things. Put it on your. You can put it on your
Harder,
beard.
better,
I
faster,
don't know if
stronger.
you guys know this, but actually our podcast is rated the #1 shower podcast in my house. So like whenever I'm showering, I use the PP podcast to lather up my beard. That's how I get it such a good crustiness to it. It's amazing.
Oh.
I'll have to do that for my beard. See
Yeah,
how
absolutely.
it works.
Yeah, there you go.
For sure. And last week we actually we started off a segment that I kind of want to continuously do. I think that'd be really great. Last week's episode was sponsored by Gamer Noodles. This week's episode is sponsored by The Beast Unleashed, hardcore liquor, hardcore drink by Monster. Actually, don't drink. It's not good for you. Stay away from drinking. But no, this is actually pretty good. It's actually been pretty impressive. So
Okay.
Delicious.
Okay, Kyle.
Monster. You.
no, I'm gonna tell you, I had my doubts because I do not like Monster energy drink.
Same.
Yeah.
And I was
At
actually
all.
surprised. I was like, wow, this tastes really good. Like it's actually pretty
I
dangerous.
like a
It's
few
not.
of the
It's not the.
Monsters.
It's not the taste. It's just the abnormally high levels of caffeine that are stimulating.
There's
your brain.
there's no
this
caffeine.
has got no
They-
caffeine. It's not a
yeah.
Four Loco.
It's
They
and even
banned
Four
those.
Loco got banned for that shit. So
Yeah. So, which I'm sad I never got to have a Four Loco before they banned it.
me too, man.
Well, I don't
like
even think
that-
you
that
were
one
alive. Were you
blackout
even
experience.
born before when Four Locos were a
Man.
thing?
Pass me
Based-
the Four Loco.
based on
that.
Based on that premature
Based on that
fuzz you got
silence.
you got above your lip, I'm gonna guess not. But anyway, we're gonna kick right into it and get started with some platform news and talk about Twitch and everything that's going on over on Twitch, Kick, and YouTube. So without a doubt, let's kick it off here. Good old Twitch. Well, it wasn't a great week for Twitch, at least in this facet. They got hacked. Well, not okay. Well, hold on. Twitch didn't get hacked. The extension,
Yeah.
that was out there, which I think, if I'm not mistaken, is
There's a couple extensions, I believe.
it's quite a bit of them. It's like
It's
ones
like
that
3.
Yeah,
it's
that
like
use-
3 big ones. Yeah.
I think it's the ones that use like. Well, one of the
It's
extensions
Panda,
is Pando.
one of is Pando. The other one is like a
Stream Alerts TV was the other one.
Yeah, Streamlords TV, and then there was one other one I think that they found, and I can't remember what that one was called.
I think this one was
Um,
called
Tamaguchi. Yeah, Tamagotchi.
and
something like that.
it's like any like extensions that like uses the API of like authorizing your account to
Well,
pretty much give
for
access
this
to
specific one. Yeah, like
Well, that had
yeah.
for that specific developer. Yeah.
for the and so like they were bypassing it through people's accounts pretty much, and posting malicious content in other streamers' chats.
yeah, it's pretty
what I
wild because it
understand.
wasn't like the stuff that was being posted ranged from a lot of things. So one of the things like you're seeing here, and by the way, I want to shout someone out that we actually use their stuff quite a bit, and I know that we normally at least show either the Gamer Ants or the websites that we're using, but Zach, I don't know if it's Boosie Bussy, how you want to pronounce his name. Really great content, by the way, that he produces that talks, like, if you're focusing in on the streaming space, like if you want your streaming, if you want your streaming news, you come here first. Like, don't go anywhere else. I don't know what the hell you're doing. Don't literally don't go anywhere else. You come here, go to our YouTube, all that kind of stuff. But if you want somewhere else to go second, you can go over to Mr. Zach Boosie Bussy, whatever his name is. He has a really phenomenal Twitter page that kind of follows a lot of this. So Boosie Bussy.
Sussy Bussy.
So,
Zach, the Sussy Bussy.
and Zach Bussy Boosie Bussy, if you ever want to be on the show, hey, hit us up. We'll be more than happy to have you on.
Tell us how to pronounce your fucking last name, bud.
Yeah, that'd be great.
I think it's Busey, honestly.
Is it really? Wait, okay, no.
We're not even close.
If it's Busey, I don't want him on the
It
show
might
because he
be.
might be related to Gary Busey, and that motherfucker is unhinged. That dude
Not
is.
as unhinged as the AI makes him out to be these days.
Yeah.
That one thing that's been going around on YouTube Shorts and TikTok is AI script. Like,
Do we
it's
know that
AI.
for sure?
It is 100% confirmed. It's another comedian, and they AI'd Gary Busey's face over top of him.
I mean, I feel like I
Oh,
watched
man.
Celebrity Rehab, and that dude fits the
I
bill
mean,
to all of
he
those.
could very well be saying stuff like that, but that was not him in that instance.
Maybe that's his. Maybe that's gonna be his excuse going forward. He's like, no, it's not me, it's AI. You're like, Busey, AI wasn't invented fucking 40 years ago, homeboy. So, anyway, go check out Zach Boosie Bussy Busey, whatever his name is, for his content. But anyway, some of the malicious stuff that was going out was they were getting spammed, as you can see here, by saying like, join us in Discord. But the crazy thing was that it was coming from the actual streamer. Like, a lot of times you'll get those people that come into chat and just blow it up, whatever else. But this was actually coming from the streamer, so it caused a lot of issues. And then that Discord was actually a hacked Discord that also got people's access into their Discord. Like, it spawned this wild kind of fire of craziness. But also things like we're doing like viruses. They were posting child.
I think there was even like hate speech and stuff.
Yeah, there
too.
was, like,
it's just
child-
everything.
child pictures. that-
Pornography.
Yeah, just things.
Yeah.
Yeah,
CP,
She's the
yeah.
abbreviation.
just stuff that you don't want to. Nobody should ever be subject to seeing, which is just
Right.
wild.
Yes, sir.
So, be mindful. The biggest thing that we can tell you here, the PP's proven method of getting rid of this is going to use Mr. Busey's words here, which is log out of Twitch, click login, click trouble logging in, and then reset your password. For all of those that don't know what reset your password means. So there you go. So that
Also,
happened.
yeah.
One thing I wanted to talk about on this as well is like, I loved the comment section in this where they're calling for Twitch to do something about it. They're
Yeah,
like,
like this is Twitch's
Twitch,
fault.
you need to fucking fix this. This is ridiculous. And it's like, this isn't Twitch. Twitch has nothing to do with this. The only thing that Twitch has to do with it is that they allowed a developer to have access to their
access.
API.
Which is an open.
Like-
which the only thing that they would do is they would just because it's an open API, right? Like you
Yeah.
apply for it, you automatically get it. It's an open API. Anybody can develop for any kind of extension for Twitch. They would just lock it out to be like, no, now you have to be approved, and or they could add a 2auth like to it to be like, hey, if you want to, if you're going to create an extension before you allow the extension to take control, you have to 2auth it. But even even still, then
It just,
Do you think this is going to spark
it-
them, like tighten things up a little bit?
No.
though, or
Twitch-
I
Nah,
mean,
shit.
there's nothing, like, honestly, there's nothing that they can really do about it other than revoking people to have access to their API. Like, unfortunately, that's the
Well, like
security
you-
risk of an API.
like you said,
is if
they could go through some sort of approval system.
they already go
I-
through an approval
Yeah,
system.
there is one.
That's the one
Well, I thought
when you
it's
sign up for
automatic,
something.
though. It pretty much is automatic.
It's not automatic. You have to
Hmm.
click it to say, yes, I want to give
Well,
this access.
Yeah,
Are you-
but I mean, like some sort of moderation.
wait,
like,
are you talking about
actual,
moderation for the API, or are you
for-
talking about
for-
moderation for using the
for
extension?
for creating an extension on the API?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Like they would,
That's
they
yeah.
would, but
Yeah.
even still, then the problem is that it's not an issue that Twitch, like even if you 2auth the use of the API, the issue is that you if you don't chew off the actual program itself to get in, then people can still get in. Like that, they didn't
Yeah.
they didn't break the extension. They broke into all the passwords and stuff like that got into the extension. So there's nothing
Well,
Twitch
no,
literally could do.
Well, no, they took over the extension. They took over the back end of the extension,
That's what I'm
and
talking
then
about.
through doing that, they were able to then gain access to your account through that
Right.
back end authentication,
So
essentially.
even
So
even
yeah,
chew
there
off
really
no
is
matter
nothing.
something they could do.
Yeah, no matter
Yeah.
how you look at it, like it's just a
it's
terrible
on,
fucking thing. It's on the developer that developed that
extension.
extension,
Yeah,
not
it's
Twitch.
it's
And
per them
w-
having a better
I found-
anti-security.
I found it funny. We're so fucking diversive, or we're so like tribal right now with the Kick versus Twitch bullshit. I've seen like several comments in that comment section that's like fucking L for Twitch, or W for Twitch, L for Kick, bro. Twitch is shit, and I'm like, what?
It's always just a back and forth thing.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
like,
the world we
I'm
live in,
like,
bro.
you guys
bandwagon, too.
you guys literally 3 weeks ago had a fucking
the
report
same-
come out that your entire website was fucking you
God damn
can
it.
literally hack it with
Y'all-
script
dude,
kiddies.
Y'all are fucking my transitions up so badly.
Sorry.
God
But
damn it.
it's so funny too, because it's gonna be the same people that be like, oh, L
Yeah,
kick,
yeah.
L kick. Oh, next week Twitch fucks up. L Twitch, L Twitch.
Yeah,
It's-
for sure, man.
It's
It's-
just I mean, unfortunately, it's the world that we live in. You
Yeah.
know,
Stupid, dude.
it doesn't matter what it is, whether it's fucking consoles, whether it's anything. It's just ridiculous. So, but we want to make sure that if you guys are using Pando, Tamaguchi, or Stream Alerts TV, make sure that
I would-
you get rid of them.
I would actually, yeah, I was about to say I would actually just go like it's actually a good idea to go into your guys's like authentications and like and go and look at the programs that have access to your Twitch. I went when this happened, I went in there and I still had like access to things that I'd not used for like 3.5 years. So go in there, get rid of all the accesses that you're not using currently. I think right now all I have is Stream Elements and OBS, right? And don't fucking download shit like this. Like I realize it's nice to have and everything like that, but like this is an easy access into your account. Like
Well, the crazy thing is too is that you know, if they were to have gone and they wanted to, they could have actually gotten into the back end of the system, which allows them to get into the authorization. And if they wanted to really go far, they actually can get into your Twitch account, which a lot of people's Twitch accounts is tied to their Google account. Like they can go
Yeah.
very, very deep if they wanted to. These assholes that did this only went, you know, bare bones, or maybe they got caught before they, you know, they went any farther. But it's just something to keep in mind. Like that is, it's you know,
Definitely.
keep in mind who you're giving access to your accounts. The other thing that Twitch did, which is actually I think kind of a win here on Twitch's side, is that they gave shared mod comments. So Twitch is launching the ability to basically add share mod comments through a shared ban info. So basically allowing, from what I can understand, the moderators to kind of talk between one another. I think that this is what this is about, if I'm not mistaken. I don't play around too much with the mod.
Like a mod chat.
It's more like you can, like when it pops up with like a ban, you can see the mod can actually put in there and say, okay, I banned this guy for that. I'm not so sure if it's like a live chat between the mods. It might be. I'm not sure.
I mean, I think it's just a system, because right now, as it stands, if you ban somebody, like, hey, one of you guys in Twitch, like, get ready, you're about to get banned. I want to see how this works. No, I'm kidding. We're not going to ban you.
Yeah, it's a bad idea.
I was fully prepared. I thought I knew. Yeah.
But it's it allows you to see, like, the mods to be able to see, hey, this is what this person was banned, because a lot of times,
Just keep a note.
Yeah, it makes it so that streamers have these things called unbanned stream or whatever else, and like they'll go through and try to look at, and you basically have to try to figure out why they were banned. Yeah, and why they were banned. So this, I think, kind of says, hey, this is why they were banned as an FYI.
Yeah.
So
That's good, because at the moment it's literally just banned, and there's nothing, like, you don't know.
right, you have no clue as to
Sam got banned for this thing, and Benjamin got banned for showing his butt. I don't know.
Well, Benjamin shouldn't have been showing his butt on this. He should have been doing it on Kick, bro.
Exactly.
How are you gonna do that? Speaking of good old Kick, we talked about this last week. The hack that happened to obviously stake.com. The FBI has been digging through this, and they did identify that Lazarus Group was the people behind the stake.com hack. This is a North Korean hacker group. And yeah, I mean, basically, the big thing here is just like we've been saying kind of, for a long time, is that be mindful of where you're going to put your money. Be mindful of where you're going to put your time and effort. But yeah, they were hacked 40.
Money, time, and effort.
I don't know if they're going. Are they going to go after them? Do we have any saying?
Yeah,
There's
they're
nothing
sending,
you
they're
can really-
sending Aiden Rosso across.
There's-
with,
there's nothing-
Nice.
There's nothing you can
strongly
really.
worded letter.
Yeah.
There's nothing you can really do to North Korea, unfortunately. Like you can send sanctions towards them, but like
Unless
They
they
don't
leave
give a
the
shit.
country, they can't.
they don't give a fuck. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's
So it's one of those things where like they're just out 41 million essentially.
This
They're
is a pretty big group too. This Lazarus group.
Yeah,
They've had
they've
a
done
pretty
a
big
lot of
track
stuff.
record.
Yeah.
Their most notable one that I remember was with the COVID vaccines. They exposed a lot of those like COVID vaccine like manufacturers for like shady shit, pretty much.
Hmm.
So
Interesting.
not all of it I think is bad, but obviously,
I mean, yeah,
They also-
they still,
this
they
is just
still,
straight
they
up
still
theft.
stole $41 million.
They also
this was
they
straight
also
up theft.
hacked a I think they also hacked a bridge in England or something like that.
That's some like watchdog shit.
Wait,
Yes.
what? Like they put up
Yeah.
the barriers in the middle of the bridge. And so
I
no one
don't
could
remember
cross
what it was. It was back in 2021 or something like that. We were talking about it.
Yeah.
I can't remember if it was a bridge or if they stole money from the people that were running the bridge. I can't remember what it was.
Interesting.
Wow.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
Yeah, I did forget, Bill. You brought that up, but I mean, it involves Kick because this is where he streams, and we don't particularly like to bring this dude up, but that really is something that he is trying to do. To go
course
over
he's trying to do it.
and
Mm.
like, do you think they're just gonna send him over with like a little note pinned to his chest, like with the fucking
We can
like,
hope.
book bag?
Like
he'll-
the interview.
Yes, yeah.
Dude,
Oh
that
my
movie's
god.
great though.
Oh, dude, please let him recreate the scene with the tiger and the fucking like the
Yeah.
drone. Be great. Anyway, if you haven't ever seen the interview, go check it out. It's a
It
hilarious movie.
wasn't so. I looked into that Lazarus thing. It wasn't a literal bridge. It was the
Yeah,
Horizon Bridge.
I
which
was
is in
looking
the-
at it. Yeah, it was
yeah.
a company. Yeah, I was
Oh.
literally looking at it like I
I was like-
completely fucked up on that.
You're good.
So hold on, so it wasn't a fact. It's a company.
Yeah, it's a
No,
company.
the
Horizon
Lazarus
Bridge is a
yeah.
crypto enabling company.
That's a lot less
It's a
fun.
cryptocurrency.
Enigma.
Yeah,
I will
cryptocurrency
say they
company.
launched after that hack one of the coolest privacy protocols I've ever seen. Afterwards, it was called Railgun.
Oh, that's nice.
Privacy Protocol Railgun.
That's pretty cool.
Oh.
That is dope. It's a dope name.
Yeah, these guys have targeted like Google, Microsoft, a bunch of other engineering, Twitter.
They've targeted
GitHub,
Sony in the past.
LinkedIn. Yeah, they target a bunch of people.
Are they the
man.
ones
It's-
that
it's,
did the whole thing that shut Sony down for like? That was
Sony
like shut down for,
Sony
like,
Entertainment. Like you talking about the one that was in
online.
like
Remember what? Dude,
No,
you guys
I
remember when
remember
the
that,
online
but-
system
Yeah.
for Sony got shut
I
down?
don't
for,
I
like,
don't think that was
I'm
I don't
looking
think
it up
so.
now. The 2011 PlayStation Network outage.
Dude, that thing lasted for.
Was there one that was
Oh,
more
yeah.
recent?
I don't know. I feel
No,
like
that was the 24-day downtime.
Yeah.
Who did
Yeah.
that? Yeah, that was wild. It was TJX hacks.
Yeah, okay. I didn't think that was them. They've targeted Sony Entertainment, but like that they targeted like their entertainment side of things, not their console stuff.
What's wild is that more Sony fanboys were conceived in those 24-day period than has been conceived over the last 6 years. It's wild. They had nothing to do, so they just continued to repopulate.
touched grass. Yeah,
Dude, they just repopulated like bunnies. Oh, it's wild what happens when the internet doesn't work.
No, this was actually anonymous. Never mind. Anonymous claimed to have done this for
Hey,
whatever reason.
don't hack us for getting this information wrong. Go hack Zeri Busi 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 Busi. He
Don't hack anybody.
using him again. We get some news about YouTube. And they added the clip set. This actually I think is actually really dope. I think this is like really cool.
This is cool, but they need to do more with clips.
No
Sorry
shit.
to be an immediate Debbie Downer. There's the clips. The clips on YouTube is very just weird.
Yeah, but at least look, positive movement. Positive movement.
Okay,
we
okay,
gotta
fine.
keep moving
Sorry.
forward. We literally talked about not being able to have anything nice because people want to fucking downplay everything and just be ill.
I just wish they
Jesus.
would fix their chat first, man. Like,
I wish you'd grow in the
some
piece of your mustache in between your fucking lips, but you don't do that either.
You know what? I shaved it on purpose. Okay.
You would.
Goodness gracious.
Anyway, YouTube has added a clip tab to the studio on desktop. The bigger thing here is that for each video, you can see kind of where the clip was made, the live stream, who clipped it, the views, the timestamp, all of those kind of things. It's like for someone that has to go through and look at clips quite a bit on this platform, it's a pain in the ass. And so I'm hoping that this then becomes a situation where now like everybody can see, you know, these types of things, not within the studio, but like as a clip feature going forward. So
yeah, convenient. I don't think I've actually used clips a single time so far. So those people
I honestly
don't even know that it
to
exists.
be complete. Yeah, I was about to say honestly,
so
to be
hidden,
completely
and
real with
now-
you, I completely forgot that YouTube had clips.
It's interesting because like I mean this is good because it does show it off now. You know, it's not just like visible to the streamer, but the clips that like the way they work is it'll show the clip and then it'll go right into the content after the clip.
I was about to say it's a glorified timestamp, isn't it?
Pretty much.
yeah, but like, do you know how awesome that it would be for like, just if they found a way to like get that out, like that, I don't know, man. Like that just to me is
There's potential to it
just
for
so
sure, but-
much opportunity there that they're just on.
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
I like the recent change that they did with shorts where they actually have it to where you can assign where the short came from instead of the way that we used to do it was I used to have to make like a section of the back end where we would feature like a little area where we could put like the preview for the video and everything like that, right?
Talk
Now
about like the card on the end.
Yeah, the card, kind of like the cards, but now it's an actual like embed inside of the actual short that you can click on, and then I
Yeah.
can like make it go to the podcast that the short came from. I really
is
like
cool.
that. that one was a really good change for me for YouTube at least.
Nice. Well, that is going to wrap up the gaming or streaming news section of the podcast, and we are going to move on to what we've been playing. And we do have 2 new games, which I'm excited about. And yeah, Scruffy, I'm going to put you on the hot seat. Talk to us about
Hot.
what is this? It says
Holston.
Holston.
Holston. Yeah. This is a game I came across a couple weeks ago.
Oh, I've seen
and
this. Isn't this a
was
post-apocalyptic thing? Yeah?
yeah, post-apocalyptic. I don't know why the video feed. Okay, never mind. Exactly. So it's like a post-apocalyptic game set in like the 90s 90s Polish town, and it's like consumed by this plague that's like taking over and like taking control of people and mutating them kind of. So the game gives major already like Silent Hill kind of vibes and like Resident Evil vibes to it,
Okay.
especially with like just the camera and
Like a
everything
Mission
and like
vibe.
the
Can I just say, why is it always like Poland and Iceland and everything like that? Like, what's going on over there, you guys? You guys
don't know,
doing
man.
some weird
It's-
shit? Is it just
maybe
like everything's frozen? So like now the
maybe
global
they're-
warming, you know,
Maybe they're trying
it's
to
all
tell
coming
us
back
something.
up.
You know, Mexico.
Maybe.
Maybe Mexico Congress said that aliens existed, and they brought out that stuffed
The
ET
paper
doll.
mache.
Yeah, the paper mache
That's
ET
a
doll.
very
Maybe
joke.
maybe Poland's trying to do it through video games, being like, "Hey, man, we got some weird shit over here. Y'all need to come investigate." Sorry, Scruffy, we
Um,
completely derailed off this. So talk to us
We
about
did,
this
sorry
it's
about
fine. It's fine.
this new age Mist game that you're playing.
But yeah, it's a really cool game. Honestly, it's got this like top down isometric view. I want to show 2 parts of it too. That I'll tell you to skip to a certain point later if you can. But right now,
Okay, you're asking
this
a lot now.
this was just like the first part of the demo that kind of introduced like their puzzle mechanics, and the puzzle mechanics are just like I said, reminiscent of like those Resident Evil like 2 puzzles of like the library stuff. You know, you had to find like pieces and parts to fit into like places to open up, you know, other stuff. And they just kind of showed off little puzzle mechanics in this area. And then the real cool part is the actual like shooter combat in this game. I really dig it. So if you're watching the stream right now, you play in this isometric view, and if you could actually skip already to 128, are you able to do that? 1 hour
Yeah.
28 minutes.
Yeah. I know what 128 means, Scruffy.
I don't know, man.
And I hit 128 on the dot.
There you go. So you get this like isometric view, but then when
That's dope.
you are using a gun, it goes
Yeah.
to
It
a
goes into, like,
over
a
the shoulder,
over the shoulder, yeah.
third person view, and so you're switching from this these two different perspectives off and on in the combat of the game. And it's really it's fluent, and it looks so cool, man.
Is it?
Especially with the whole game design and everything. The enemies, it's all like pixel based, like 3D pixel based. Really good physics and lighting of everything. It's very just immersive. It's really cool.
Is it? So it's not. You can freely zoom in at any point, like in these sections, or is it anywhere in the world?
Yes.
You can zoom down. scope?
Well, as far as I know, it's anywhere in the world. Like when you're in combat. When
Is
you're
it
not in
Resident
combat,
Evil style where you can't, like old school Resident Evil, you can't move while you're shooting?
no, you can move while you're shooting.
So you can technically go through the whole game in third person while you were.
if you're
if you
aiming
wanted
down. Yeah, but you still have to. You can't interact with anything when you're shooting now.
Do you know how
So-
difficult that is to program? Like,
It's
and what it takes to make that happen. Like, one, because I was looking. I'm glad that while you were talking, we got to see a transition. And again, for anybody that's listening post live show, like there is no hesitation. Like it's almost like, I mean, there's
It's almost like two
Seamless, yeah.
games.
right. Like it's like it loads. There's no load time. It's not like there's a start. Like it literally just kind of like whips in over the shoulder.
Yeah, it's seamless.
It's that, dude, that is wild. That they're able to do that.
Yeah,
I
man.
really like
Absolutely.
the I really like the transition that you can do as well when you're like moving the camera. It looks like it's supposed to be like a 2D, and then you can actually like flip your camera,
Yeah,
kind of
yeah, you can-
kind of
you
like
have
3D
total-
Mario or whatever, when you could like make
Yeah.
it.
Exactly. You have
move
total
and stuff.
control of your
a lot
camera
of
when you're in
control over
the.
the space.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a really really neat
I
design.
saw I saw this. This was one of the demos that I wanted to play as well. So I'm really glad that you played it.
Yeah,
So what you're
dude,
telling
I
me is to
definitely-
not become a zombie, all I need to do is not have the same facial hair as these guys, because they all have the same beard and mustache.
Hey,
So
look, man,
I
they-
should be fine.
They can only program so much, dude. It's let's give them some slack. So
But it is really impressive what they do. Like I said, it's almost like you're playing two separate games that are just like seamlessly meshing together. It almost
This
is like
memberment system's so good too,
yeah, dude, and like
and the lighting. Holy shit!
oh
They did a
yeah,
really good
there,
job with lighting.
there was a point too where it has like there's actual depth to the light. So if I'm standing like right in front of a light, my shadow projected behind me is blown up, and as I come back, it draws in. It's perfect. Like they really have
This is
been
one of
nailing
those
down these
things-
details.
Yeah, the longer you watch it, the more appreciation you get for it.
Yeah, and like you'll even just see like I'll kick around chairs and like bottles that are on the ground, and they'll all like make sounds and break. And when like the lower health you are, the more muffled your hearing is, and you get like really like zoned in, like out, dude. It's a really cool design they've got going for this game.
and
The
so
whole like
Go ahead.
feeling of it is it's so creepy, and the game is really hard too. I was struggling.
so is it a like, are you just trying to solve like why the
Yeah.
outbreak is going on, or like what is the objective on it?
Well, I don't necessarily know if it's going to stay true to what they told me in the demo, because they did preface that the demo is completely separate from what you're going to play in the game.
Okay.
Oh, interesting.
So it's like
so
like
yeah.
its own like custom
Own
built
play
demo
test.
area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Bro,
so
you
like
know-
what yeah.
I could look. I know that we're sick and tired of like the battle royale genre, but dude, do you think I'm just thinking of like how cool it would be to have something like this, where like a bunch
Yeah.
of people drop into a multiplayer match, and like you're kind of going and hunting and scavenging for your shit, and then you have to shoot in this kind of perspective. Like, dude, that I'd play it.
They
I'd
would
do
have
it.
to add a fog of war system, but I think that would actually
Fog of
that
War
has-
top down. And
Yeah.
then like Project Zomboid, their
Yeah,
system.
kind of. Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
about to say, first thing watching this, like the top-down perspective of it gives me Project Zomboid feel.
Definitely.
but holy shit, this is next level. I like how the
I'd
bullet
actually-
trails
I'd actually-
kind of
I'd,
linger.
I'd actually
Yeah.
really like it if Project Zomboid took a page out of this and did the third person shooting,
It
because
would
like
be
they're
really
they're
cool, man.
aiming and their melee, and Project Zomboid is ass. Like even after the update that they did for combat and everything like that, like it's still rough, man.
Yeah,
This is dope.
but
This is really cool.
it was a lot of fun. Like I said, it's a really
What's this
hard
called again?
demo. It's Holston, and the
Holston.
demo's out on Steam right now. I don't think there's any projected release date yet. It's of course indie developer. They're
Is it on
a
Unity?
smaller team, I believe. I don't know. I don't
Wait,
know.
dude.
We'll talk about that
I
more
know.
later.
I know. But this is their first game to be released on Steam as well. I don't
That's
know.
dope, man. Yeah,
And
this
it
is,
is-
this is really impressive looking. Like I was impressed with it when I first saw it, and I didn't even know half the shit. Like I didn't know
Oh,
it had a
sorry,
really
guys.
decent lighting system. So
Is
that's
it
impressive.
HOLST?
STIN.
TIN.
STIN? Okay.
Yep.
Um,
Yeah, man.
Cool. well, there you go.
Z-
So,
Check
Holston,
it out.
Definitely looking
this
forward to
is
this
really
one.
cool.
Go
Yeah,
check
this
out the
is-
demo.
This is really, really cool.
I'm gonna go and download the demo later tonight probably.
Do it. Yeah.
I'm gonna download the demo right now. Fuck the podcast. I'm going over there. All right. Well, I played a new game, and I'm gonna get flamed for it.
Big
and it's
shocker
okay.
there.
So I played the number 2
Ugh.
worst ranked game on Steam. This is completely out of my genre. Look, if you guys have known me for the better half of my streaming content creation career, or just in gaming in general, this is something way out of my norm. But I played NBA 2K24.
Why? That's
so,
the
yeah,
only
yeah.
question I have.
That's what I was asking too,
so
man.
honestly, I can't tell you as to like what all of a sudden just like crept up that I wanted
Because
to.
he wanted to live
I
his
didn't even know
life.
you liked
I-
basketball.
He wanted
no,
to
no,
live his
I-
best life as LeBron James, bro.
Okay, fuck you. I don't like LeBron James. Michael Jordan's the goat, not LeBron James. I'll fight
Because
anybody.
he
who
made
wants
his
to-
character look like Eminem. He didn't even make it look like
Right?
anybody. Like
It looks like me, bro. What are you talking about? Anyway,
Do you know how to play basketball?
So okay, like when I was younger and when I was in like elementary school, I was on a rec team. I do like I grew up in North Carolina, where basketball is a big thing. You know, Duke, UNC, Wake Forest, NC State, like they are known as the like ACC. Like it is like the top tier for basketball. And I mean, I don't follow basketball very closely. Like I enjoy watching the sport. I think that it is definitely fun. I legitimately just turned on the stream to one of my friends that was streaming it, and I was like, I don't know, this seems fun. Like I want to try play. I'm gonna try this. And my brother, some of you guys know him as Lerva. He has played 2K like constantly every year, and actually was like, dude, don't get this fucking game. Like fuck 2K. They're a shitty company. Like kind of
I agree completely
Like,
with him. Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Did you pay for this game?
Yes, I did pay for it. I bought the game. So it is, look, I am not going to sit here and say like the game that they have good practices. Like, yes, it is an absolutely a pay to win setup where
It's pay to
okay,
win?
hold on. Okay. All right. Let me explain the pay to win aspect. And let me
What?
explain what I actually what I actually enjoy about the game. Not even like, again, this is coming from somebody that never has played 2K and always thought of people that play these games as like being very one-sided or whatever else. Dude, I did not know, for anybody that like, let me start this way. If anybody likes theory crafting, builds, like RPG elements, like, and grinding, that kind of stuff, it blew me away as to how deep this is. Like, I just thought 2K
It
and
can't
these
be
basketball.
that deep, man.
I'm telling you right now, it's wild.
It's not that deep.
dude. I'm telling you, it is fucking wild. Like, it's like you literally go to create a character. Like, yes, you can go and start your, like, you could just go play like NBA games, which is what I thought it was. I just thought it was like you create a character, that did not have stats or anything like that. You tweaked a few little things and that was it. And then you just go and then you just play this. You play rec ball. You play your regular teams against the Clippers versus the Mavericks or whatever. Or you play that cheesy ass career mode, which is garbage. I'm telling you, you boot up into my career or into my character and you start creating and you're tweaking all of these fucking stats. And then literally once you tweak that stat, like it'll affect another stat. And then you'll go in and like, you'll raise your height, your weight, it'll start to bring other stats down, which is normal. Okay, cool. Nothing crazy, nothing fancy. But then you go in and you're like, cool, you need to start understanding, like, how do you want your layup to be? Like, what kind of animation does this have? All of which tweaks all of your elements. So like, if you put this layup on, it's going to bring down your stamina because you need more stamina to be able to do this layup, like a rebound. Then you go into a whole nother step where you're like having to earn badges, and the more and like you earn badges by leveling up and doing certain things like defending well. Like if you look up at the top right-hand corner, it tells me that I have an A-, right? As you see, it'll say like, oh, good pass or good screen. So like right there, it said good pass. So now I earned like points into a certain like defensive category, playmaking category, all of these different things that then earns me badges that I then take those points to put into badges in that category that further level up my character. Again, as someone that could care less about sports games, I was sucked in and like, I was just like, holy shit, like this is impressive as crap. Where they start to fuck you is that when you want to level up, you have to level up via using what's called VC. VC is in-game currency that you can either buy or that you can you grind out.
What does the leveling up get you? Does that get you all that stuff to level theory craft?
What it does is leveling up gives you points that you can then take into your progression and level up like your inside, perimeter defense or whatever, like your post, all that kind of crap. Like actually, it's great. This is perfect. You're about to see it happen.
It does give you stat boosts leveling up.
Yes, it gives you stat boosts.
There
but here,
is
notice,
a pay to win.
real quick, I want to notice something. No, hold on. So you can't. Okay, notice. I just want you guys to take note. The badges system and then the VC right there. I earned 311 VC. Okay, that's the currency, and that was for one game. That's the currency that you use to level up. When I level up,
What does
you
VC
can't
stand for?
get fucked. I don't know.
Okay.
I could not fucking tell you.
Okay.
I'm not telling you to get fucked. I'm saying VC means get fucked because they do. They binge you over
Yeah.
and fuck you. So right here, I'm actually going to pause this so you guys can take a better look at it. So this is like your stat system. And inside here, you level up and you can't pay to level up. So I can't pay my way into leveling my character. I have to spend the VC once I accrue enough experience points to then add points into here. So like leveling up gives me the ability to add points into my progression and my stats. But to do that, I have to level up, put in the point into my stat, and then pay VC to do that. So where they get the pay to win aspect is that all of this stuff takes VC to do. So like I'm putting points in here, and every time I do it, it's causing my VC meter at the top to go down. So I have to either play a bunch of games.
It's pay to progress then, okay?
Yeah, so like that upgrade right there is going to cost me 11,000 VC. I got 311 for one game.
But so when you're going into these games, these stats are obviously taking effect on your character, and that's going to give you some sort of a benefit over other characters that you play, right?
Yes, depending on how they leveled them.
Is that like a specific mode that you're going into these games with these stats applied?
Yes.
Is that like a ranked mode or something?
No, it's not ranked. I think they have a ranked game, but you go into like the park where the park is where you use your character and you can play 2v2s, 3v3s, 5v5s, rec ball.
So it is PvP then.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, it's a PvP game. And that also is what
you want to
drives
hear
me in.
something funny?
Yeah.
I had to look it up because VC sounds fucking stupid. They're so unoriginal that it literally is just virtual currency.
Virtual currency?
Nice.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, absolutely.
Nice.
Again,
they might as well just call it crypto.
That's 2K, bro. That's 2K for you.
Zero fucks given. Holy shit.
All I want to say though is that for someone that does not like basketball or like doesn't like sit down
and
and
throw the ads in your face too, don't they?
Thoroughly love basketball. But is someone that does like competitive and like that likes to have like that kind of PvP element. There's something, man, that just like, and I cannot explain it. There's just something there that hooks. the gameplay element
There's
I
a
like.
reason that sports games
Well,
sell, man.
I like it's a fun game to play. I'm gonna get the good out because I'm about to fucking reel into the bad. Go ahead, Scruff. I don't know. You had something. You were saying
He's,
something.
he's
Oh,
about,
I
he's about
was
to be
ready-
a sports streamer now, guys. He's found his
I,
calling.
I was going to say that like I can understand the hook, you know, to a point because I too used to enjoy these games back in like the day. Like I used to play 2K like, you know, 09 and like 010 or 10, you know, with like my cousin back in the day. And I used to play those like just the AI face AI on like the empty core with the squeaks and the on the core and the or the chain net. I don't
Yeah.
know. I
Yeah.
enjoyed the game for what it was. It was
I-
satisfying when you could, you know, swish a 3 and, you know, get up and dunk on somebody, but it's just to me is the game hasn't and the game never will change. It's
So-
just always
You can literally show off. What is that? What
Yeah.
that's
yeah. Show up when you go
Yeah.
on the court. Like
Jesus Christ.
look, all of these elements are really just cheesy, crappy, shitty, whatever. But what clicked with me as to why it's and why I'm like, you know what? Okay, I get it. And again, a lot of this I think is that honeymoon, like, you know, this is my first one and whatever. It's like I'm like, okay, cool. It's the element of street ball. Like you're gonna go on, like people walk onto a court. I don't know if you guys have, I'm sure you guys have, but you've walked onto like a rec ball court, you know, at, you know, in your town or park or whatever, and people are just talking the most amount of shit. They're talking, it's like COD lobbies in real life. It's wild. So I'm like, all right, I get it. I get all that. Like they're trying to capture that stuff, but it's just I don't know, man. It hits this like this whole thing like where League of Legends almost does, where it's like, yo, I know that I'm better than you. Like I just played better than you. I all of that. So that's where that hits. The dopamine hits come from. Let me talk about the bad.
You also got more money than them, so you can pay to be better than you. too.
true.
I know, no, but
How much money you spent on this game? Shit,
Don't worry,
already said.
don't worry.
How
about
much
it, bro.
money? How
Don't worry
much
about it.
money? Sid?
I bought my edition, and I on the recommendation of my brother who has played these. He's like, if you're gonna do it, you gotta pay at least and get the $50 pack. So I was like, okay, fine. I bought
If
the
you
game,
gotta
$50
do it,
pack.
you gotta wail.
At least.
Oh jeez.
So anyway, whatever.
That
like,
doesn't mean that's all he spent. That just means that's
no, that's
the
it.
most.
That's where he
it.
started.
That's it.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
it. That's all I've spent.
The
Oh,
gateway
God.
purchase.
So anyway, let me talk about the bad. So that's a great segue into the bad. So like never in the history of seeing something like this have I ever been like, wow, that's just egregiously a dick move. Like they're gonna be like, oh, to be any way, shape, or form competitive, you gotta at least drop another 50. And it's the crazy
Well,
thing
that's
is,
EA. That
well,
is nowhere surprising.
This is not EA. It's 2K. Two separate companies.
Are you? For
Yes,
real? I thought
yes,
EA
no.
owned 2K.
No, EA. This is two separate entities.
Yeah,
Um,
2K. yeah.
Okay, I
So
retract.
anyway, I mean, it does not retract in the fact that it's still a shitty thing. The crazy thing about
Definitely.
this is that this is a fucking known. This is like my brother. He's like, no. If you're gonna do like, and everybody I've talked to is like, no. If you're gonna buy the game, you gotta buy that game and already go ahead and factor in $50 because like it's just known. I'm like, you got to be
And
shitting me.
accepted for that
Yeah,
matter.
and accepted, and 21,000
so
people.
$120 for
Okay,
a
well,
game.
it's 50, but it's $50. It's 50 bucks. The game itself is 50 plus the pack is 50, so $100. But then on top of that, you can buy boosts in the game that
Of
are
course he can.
that give you a stat bonus, but only for 10 games. And if you disconnect, that counts
Only
as one
for
of your
10 games.
for your for 10 games.
Wait, you said what if you disconnect?
It counts for
Oh,
one
it
of your
still
10 games.
counts. This is a
Burns your
game.
bonus.
Yeah,
Oh
it
my
burns it
God.
burns the stat bonus for it.
Oh, that's funny.
And if you
Wow.
disconnect, they don't have any kind of disconnect protection. So like if you disconnect and you do it
Can't
twice,
get back in.
you're blocked out for 30 minutes. So you better not disconnect. So and the game, I've been disconnected and my brother's been disconnected 4 times since we started playing like 3 days ago. I'm not even done yet. So
Oh, I just read something and I wonder. I figured you're gonna get to it, so I'll let you eat.
So now let's talk about the other issue, which is the fact that 2K3 was taken kind of roughly. Like it was fine, you know, but then it grew and it got better. 2K, everyone like, dude, 2K comes out and is like, yo, NBA 2K24, it's gonna be the shit. We're fixing all this stuff that you guys hated. We're bringing it to next gen consoles. We're allowing crossplay. We got a new anti-cheat system. Everything's fucking great. Game launches. Oh, by the way, we didn't tell you, all you people that bought it on PC, yeah, you're getting last gens. Like you're not getting, they didn't bring the PC version into the next gen. So
Okay,
this is
yeah.
actually
You can tell because this game looks like
This-
dog
Yeah,
shit.
it
This
looks
is-
rough.
I mean, to me, I don't know
That
any
was
different.
what I
but-
read. I don't know why they would port the shitty version.
Yeah. So
Dude.
like we get the PC, which I have a 40 fucking 90 in my car. I have a fucking beast of a machine, and I have to play a PS4 version of this game. Or the other thing was you can go buy a console and do it that way. But like so no crossplay. I'm on a last gen, not only just last gen. Let me clear you in on last gen, how bad last gen. Last gen is, since it's 2K23's system with 2K24's title. So literally they took 2K24, took those teams, slapped LeBron James or Kobe Bryant on the cover, gave it a little bit of polish, a little bit, very little, and they said this is 2K24. So literally you're playing like all of
Sounds
the
about
stats,
right.
all the bonuses, all that kind of stuff is the exact fucking same as 2K23. I didn't find that out until recently because I would have just bought 2K23. But 2K24 on the console has all different, like, so if there was even a world where you think that they could just say, oh, we'll patch this on PC to bring it up to 2K24 stat, they can't, because, well, they could, and now saying this out loud, they actually probably would. That would wipe everybody's progress, all the money they spent, all of the characters are gone, and you'd have to regrind, rebuy, remake.
I mean, that's
all of that.
That's not that much. That's not that much of a
Ooh.
surprise, considering that's what like FIFA and shit do all the time. They
And-
just bring out a new game and everybody starts from scratch. It's got like maybe two changes and that's it.
And
Yeah, but this would be the same game just getting wiped, not a new game after like the
I mean,
next
no,
year.
this is-
Tarkov gets
That's
away
all
with
FIFA
it.
is. Yeah,
Yeah, but you're not paying
not-
money in Tarkov other than like your stash
I didn't
size,
say
but that doesn't
Tarkov.
get
I said
wiped.
FIFA.
No,
I know that
I
we're-
said Tarkov.
he said yeah.
Oh,
so I'm gonna go even further with the shittiness of this. The anti-cheat system, they buffed the shit of the anti-cheat system on the consoles. The next gen consoles, phenomenal anti-cheat system. Me and my brother booted this up within the first 4 minutes. Like everybody had like max stats. There's you can literally go and Google this, and it's just like rampant about like, oh yeah, you're
Look at
so
those effects. Look at the level up effects.
if you
oh my
if you
It's like a
see-
mobile ad.
like you
It
literally
is like a mobile.
So
have people that
literally looks like this is how Mafia does it.
you
It's
literally are having
exactly
people
what
that just cheat. And then 2K, and the answer that I'm like, why don't they ever fix this on PC? And they're like, because they don't care about PC. They don't see an audience where PC matters. That they are getting railed. Like on Reddit, they're getting railed on IGN, like on Steam.
The-
2K
the
did
because
10
it's-
players.
2K.
It's because
well,
it's-
the hack, the prop, like all of the shit that
It's
they
because
said.
it's easier to weasel out money from console players because it's just like, okay, yeah, whatever, I'll just buy that because it's automatically put into their fucking
Well, I'm not.
account,
Hey,
pretty much.
let me tell you
It's
how
the
brain.
same with mobile.
I'll tell you how brainwashed, and I'm sorry, Liverpool. I know you're in chat. I'm about to throw you under the bus here, bro. But we
Oh,
literally were talking about just being like, "Fuck it, we'll go spend $400 on a fucking system
Oh
No.
my
to
god!
buy the game, to buy
No.
this game." I was literally, I'm not
Why?
kidding you, this fucking close to going and buying a PS5. I was trying to be like, do I want other games on the PS5? Like, are there any PS5 games that I could justify $500 to play this? And
This
I
dude, this
came
dude
to
over
the
here
answer,
looking
no.
like free guy.
That's like the
this guy looking
Yeah,
like
he does.
free guy, whatever his name.
that's
like-
the most epic show move you could have made.
That would be yeah.
Sid, if you would have done that.
no, I didn't. There is talks that they
Yet.
are going to bring. No, I'm not. I legit. I talked myself way out of like buying a console for it, but
He's gonna come in next week and be like, so I
Yeah,
bought a
he's gonna- he's gonna
PlayStation
do it.
5.
no. If there was games that I actually cared about on the PlayStation 5, or if PlayStation stopped bringing their games to, I'm not saying that because Sony's going to listen and they're no. So, with all of this being said, right, there is talks that they're supposedly going to fix this, at least the crossplay functionality and the anti-cheat system. I don't know
You're
if that's
getting
the
wiped by
truth.
Mr. 9 to 5.
So
You're getting wiped.
yeah, well, whatever. I don't care. Anyway, all I can say is I'm not proud of the fact that I'm playing the second worst rated game on Steam, but I will say that I am having
McFish
fun.
Dick.
Yeah, that's that guy's name. I will say I'm having fun. Like I don't know what it is. I'm just having fun. Like I am enjoying my time.
Sometimes you
with
gotta
it,
have
so,
fun playing in the pig pen every now and then.
Yeah. So it's
Are you taking in the views, the scenery of the
Sometimes-
pixelated mountain
yeah,
range and water?
Actually-
Sometimes you just gotta do what Mafia will do, man.
Oh,
Like,
let
Anybody
me-
you
else
just
getting
have to-
like that water looks like DOA like beach volleyball.
for
let
real,
me
dude.
let me Lerva just brought up another point I forgot to mention. There's a you play like your character, you'll play like a my progression game where you take your character into like an NBA game, and that's how you also can level up stats. Whenever you get benched, whatever, because you're tired, whatnot, it says press A to simulate, right? To put you back in the game. You literally press A, it does nothing. You press A again, it still does nothing. You will then wait and be like, oh, maybe it's got to load something. No, what it loads is a fucking memory leak that slows everything
course.
down.
I legitimately
Dude.
thought you were gonna say like you press A 3
pay-
times and it's like, hey, would you like to
Paywall.
pay to get more
That's
fucking?
what I thought was coming.
Dude, it literally, I'm telling you, when I'm saying like, I noticed it at first, I was like, is this game running slower? And then I just I was like, I'm curious. I'm going to let the fucking thing run. And I'm not kidding you. It got to the point where literally characters were running. It was like,
Like it was like a slideshow.
I'm like, oh my
Oh
God.
my God.
Like it was wild. So I played the whole entire game in like fucking
2
200
frames a second.
less than that. That would be gracious. It's like, I could have drawn the frames faster than it was going.
Wait,
It's
do
wild.
you
It's
have
crazy.
that on stream?
It would take me a
It's
minute
fine. You
to
don't
try
have
to
to.
try to find it.
It's fine.
So yeah. Oh, and randomly in the middle of you can buy fits. You can buy with real money if you want.
Of course you can.
Yeah,
course,
you can buy
of course.
the famous Kanye like clown shoes.
Yeah.
Some dude was wearing.
I was okay. It may
You
show.
have 228,000 VC sin.
Yeah.
You pay
I'm
for all
telling you,
that?
man, he paid for it all, bro. That's-
Don't
the
worry
50,
about it, bro.
50 was the 50 was the intro, man.
Don't worry about it, bro.
Buying
What?
virtual
Anyway,
currency
anyway.
couldn't be me.
So
How much we need to find out how much 2,000 fucking VC is. Or
it's $100.
200,000.
I spent $100. God Almighty, Jesus Christ!
Oh.
Not including the game, so 150
Oh
bucks.
my god.
Oh,
Why'd you
my
do it on the worst
Sin.
version of the game though?
Do what? What? Because
You
I didn't want to. It was that or
you
buy
could
a
have taken that
console.
$100 and bought a console, bro.
No, yeah, no. Anyway, I'm not proud of I'm not proud of it, but I am having fun with it. So that is that. Can we get off of me talking about me and the games I'm playing now?
You're the one who
talk
brought
about
this
it.
up.
Yeah,
You
this
brought
is
this
all
on
you.
yourself.
It's all right. I have fun with it.
Holy
Chat's
shit, these,
Chat's had
these
fun
VC
with it.
packs.
get off, Bill. Go away. Get off of. Get out of my shit. So, all right, we're gonna move on to talking about the gaming news. And if you do need a new credit card to buy your VC in 2K24, well, hey, we've got an answer for you, and so does Xbox. Xbox has launched or is introducing their new Xbox MasterCard. It's a new way to earn more value for gaming. We're not hashtag ad. I'm literally reading this off of fucking Xbox's website. So just so you know, this is not a hashtag ad. And please be wise with what you do with your money and responsible with what you do to your money with your money when you're looking at credit cards. I don't know. It's actually,
I find this very neat. I
yeah,
find this
I think
actually
it's
really
cool.
kind of
Yeah.
cool.
yeah. I mean, so basically with the Xbox MasterCard, a lot of credit cards, out there will give you points, mileage. I use one that we literally paid for our trip down to Puerto Rico and back, which was awesome based off of our credit card. So there's a lot
Can
of
you show
cards
it?
out there. Do you want me to show my credit card?
Yeah, can you show it first?
Yeah, sure, no problem.
Yep.
there. It's one digit. It's one digit.
One digit.
But Yeah, so you can. So this is basically they did the same thing, but what they're doing is that for every dollar spent you on purchases, including like Xbox, Microsoft purchases, streaming services, dining services, everyday purchases, you're gonna get 5 times card points on eligible products, 3 times card points on eligible streaming services, 3 times on dining services like Grubhub, DoorDash, Uber Eats, and then 1 times points on all purchases. And then what you get access to and what they did they tell you what you actually can do with the points?
I think so. It said
Is
up
it
at the
s-
top that you
You
can
get like games and stuff. And
you can earn
like,
points with every purchase towards redeeming points on games, add-ons, and add-ons at Xbox.com.
So I know that when you sign up, you get 50,000 or you get 5,000 points, which is $50, which is not that's not bad at all. That's actually a really good value comparable to some other cards. You get 3 months of Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, so that's good. So I should have bought the console and then bought the credit card on and used the credit card to buy the console. So then I got 3 game months for free, and I could have bought 2K for free. Damn it! You that tells you how to apply. Okay, yeah. I don't know. This is really dope. Like this is a cool. I don't know. This is a cool kind of concept. What are your guys' thoughts? I mean, I know Bill, you kind of talked about it, but anybody else thoughts?
Yeah, I think it's neat. I think more stuff like this, and it hits a niche that hasn't really been hit with the credit card type thing. I understand that some people are pretty anti credit card, but I think it's neat. I think the gamer card is something we need more of.
gamer card. I like that.
I feel like they tried
gamer
this.
gamer
IRL
noodles and
shark
gamer
cards.
cards.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like they did. They've been kind of working their way to this, right? Like they used to have the Microsoft Zone. I don't know if you guys remember that, where like you would earn, like you take tests about like products and things like that and earn points that you could redeem in for like gamer points that you could then use. Like this was back in the Xbox 360
Well,
days.
They have stuff like this already, like without the credit card. Like they have Microsoft has like Bing points or whatever that you
That's what I'm talking
you
about.
can
That
get.
used to be Microsoft Zone. It then became Bing points. Also, do you guys remember this was like I feel like this has really been glossed over, but when the consoles, the current gen or well next gen, whatever you want to call them, Xbox Series X and S were launching, they had their like payment plan program, like their almost like the layaway
I do
program.
remember that. Yeah,
That
yeah.
has gone
Where
like,
you could
is that even
where you
still
could
a
like separate the
thing?
payments out. Maybe.
I don't even like
I doubt it.
like it's
I don't know.
I just remember it coming out and then all of a sudden going like I've not heard a fucking word about it. But like you had to apply for it. I remember like people were going to GameStop, you have to apply, and then there was a hack that got people's credit card or socials. But
It's probably what stopped it. It's,
Probably.
I don't know. It's just wild. I think this is an innovative thing that like it's cool to see them kind of going down that route.
I think it's I think it's a good credit card for people that are like the true quote unquote gamers that don't really like to go out and like go on vacation, or
Hermits.
they're very introverted, right? Like
Yeah.
like some people don't really do vacations, right? Some people don't go out, they don't
do
really deal with that kind of
staycations.
shit. Yeah, and then they take their vacations off and play video games. So this would be a good card for those kinds of people, you know.
Yeah. I literally just applied for a new credit card too, right before I heard about this, or maybe I'd have waited and got
Cancel
this
it, bro.
one.
Cancel
Hey,
it.
you know,
Cancel
you
it.
know,
Get this one.
Actually, don't cancel. Just make one purchase on it. And again, Pre-Patch Podcast is not a where you cannot give legal or advice around how to apply for credit cards, spending your money. This is not a financial podcast, all that kind of great stuff. Whatever the disclaimer is, insert here. But just buy one thing. Buy a fucking go to dinner, buy dinner, pay it off, and then chop the card up, throw it away. Because it has to activate once to hit your credit. Once it does that and then it's paid off, then you're good, and just don't cancel it. If you cancel it, it actually hurts your
Yeah.
credit.
No, I just talked to my dude about that. Yeah, it hurts your credit because it's all tied.
Dude, what do you got? A guy like
Very
behind
true.
Food Line or some shit that you talk to? Is he a
Yeah,
guy
man.
like the
Yeah.
fucking Resident Evil 4 guy? What you buying? What you selling? With credit cards?
But no, I'm interested in this for sure too. I like these sort of incentives that they give to, because like I have a card right now that is like this, but I don't use it because it's a Disney card and I don't do nothing with Disney. it's got Elsa and Olaf on it.
Come on, Scruffy, we want you back at Disney.
Oh, man. That's great.
But I would use something like this rather than spend it on, I don't know, Disney points. I don't even know what I haven't even looked at what that gets me.
Yeah, it's cool. I don't know.
Yeah, man.
It's a cool
I
concept.
digs.
Oh,
So
God.
moving on to a game that I know I think all of us are excited for. The only one I'm not sure about is Enigma, but X Defiant. This is something that we've been waiting on. We a lot of people speculated, myself included, that this actually would have already hit come beginning of September.
Yeah, that was the speculation.
Yeah, and unfortunately, obviously that was all based in just not rumors,
Just,
but just kind of feeling
Yeah.
out there. But X Defiant is basically looking at a fall release. I'm still banking on probably end of September, first week of October. Like I gotta feel like they definitely want to get ahead of
I
Modern
thought I
Warfare
heard that it
3.
got pushed to like October 15th. I thought that was
If they get
a-
if they get approval,
if they get
can
yeah.
launch it as soon as the end of October. But if they
I thought that was only if they have
have
to
to,
have that day one patch.
the day one patch would be yeah
Day
it
one
would be
patch would
something
be
like that.
the end of October. If they get there right now, it's in certs. And the way, if you guys are unfamiliar with how this kind of works in this industry, is game developers have to submit their games to boards, right? The CMA, Xbox, Sony, Nintendo, all of them, to be able to get certified to say yes, they're greenlit to get released. Let's just pause there and let's re-say that again and think about it. These game developers have to send these broken, busted ass games, not saying X Defiant, but broken, busted ass games to certification before they hit fucking the consoles or Steam, which means that 2K and all these other shitty games got passed.
Redfall.
Like, got passed. Somebody said,
Well,
yeah,
to,
that's
to
fine.
be to be fair, what they're checking on is to make sure the trophy support works and that you can see it whenever you're in a like PlayStation group chat. It'll display what you're playing. That's the kind of
Yeah.
thing that X Defiant got held
They
up
don't-
on.
They don't give a fuck if it's buggy and broken. They just care if it
Yeah.
works on their end. Yeah.
Yeah.
And, well, either way, it's still fucked up. But
Can we give people trophy support? That's what they care about.
well, X Defiant went up for certification. It got denied. It
You're nerd.
I think it went up for certs in the end of July. It got denied the end of August. It's now back up for cert again. And basically they're saying that if it passes without having to do a day one patch, meaning that stuff works to a certain point, then they're good to go and they could launch as soon as mid to late September. We're already in mid-September, so late to September. If they have to do a day one patch, we'll get it middle of October, possibly.
I think it's gonna be middle of October, honestly.
I think that's what I heard the new speculation to be. Yeah, like
I-
October 15th.
I just feel like they want to get out in front of Modern Warfare 3, like sooner than that. I feel like they want to put,
Yeah.
because I think if they
I mean,
release,
ideally,
think-
but you know,
I think MW3's beta starts in October, doesn't it?
possibly.
October, early October. I think so.
I don't
mean,
think
I don't
my problem, like if they release, I feel like they'd be cheeky enough, like Ubisoft would be cheeky enough to be like, we're gonna fucking do it on the same fucking day, right? Like, because that's the same shit Blizzard does. Like, remember when Blizzard dropped the Overwatch beta, like on the day that one of these like shooter games was coming out, and it was like, are you fucking kidding me? Like they did it
They
on
do that all the
purpose.
time. Yeah,
Yeah,
they
it's
do.
like
They do it with World
self-sabotage,
of Warcraft
though.
as well.
Yeah.
if they do come around that time, then they're contesting with, I mean, just the beta of Modern Warfare 3, which ranges from October 6th through the 16th.
Yeah, to me, I just feel like that's not a good idea.
Self-sabotage,
Yeah, I would not.
Because
do
even if Modern Warfare 3 is shit, the fact that it's during beta time, that time crunch there is going to force people to hop
To
onto it if they
play.
want to. Whereas
Yeah,
if it was just
that's very
release
true.
time, they could wait it out.
not
That's very
only
true.
that, but we're going to talk about this on our next topic, is the way that they're developing Modern Warfare 3 and they're positioning Modern Warfare 3 with certain aspects. It's going to draw immediate attention
I'm
because
pissed.
people like you, people like myself, people like in chat, and our viewers are nostalgic for certain things, and like they're going to play that game. And like there's like I
I am
think
playing shit.
I think they need to launch in September. I really think like you got about a week. Launch it. Fucking launch it, man. Like get it through cert and launch it.
The one
if
thing
they pass the cert.
it's free to play. There's no
Right.
financial tie down to it. So
No. Which is great.
Nah, only for Sin.
God, yes. Any game that comes out, I have to spend $100
He's got to
minimum.
pay for it.
$100 minimums. You know what?
he's
So-
quiet because he knows it's true.
Look, I have a very specific perk that I got that's called grinding my ass off at work. Go watch that
Fair.
skit.
You do you, bud.
Yeah. So that's X Defiant. We were talking about Modern Warfare 3. That is coming out here. The beta is obviously starting on the 6th. This is bullshit, man. This is
fucking bullshit, man.
bullshit to
I'm
its
pissed.
T.
This is everything that we got promised in Modern Warfare 2. Why it wasn't Modern Warfare 2 is beyond me, because that literally is the predecessor of Modern Warfare 2 2028 or 2008, dude. And now we're getting it on Modern Warfare 3.
Dude, somebody
What?
hit fucking Scruffy's nerve. Holy
I know. I'm gonna say. I think this is the
That
most
makes
heated.
no
I think.
sense.
I think this is the most heated we've seen Scruffy in 97 episodes, bro.
Dude, I am legit pissed. And what they gave us in Modern Warfare 2 of these promised maps that you know, the nostalgic maps, were just regurgitated piles of shit.
Yeah.
Just
that
terrible.
were stuffed into what is that? What is their mode? What's their fucking
DMZ.
Tarkov mode?
Yeah,
Oh,
so a
yeah,
lot of them were
DMZ.
stuffed into DMZ and all
Yeah.
that. And yeah.
Yeah,
Trust
it's-
me, they're gonna mess up the old school Modern Warfare 2 maps. You know they will.
Well,
They'll find something to mess them up because I know they're not doing a 1-for-1 port over.
supposedly that's what they are
Supposedly
doing.
they are.
Supposedly it is a one
From
to
this
one.
video that we've seen, the only things that they're changing is a few like
Yeah, but
design points.
Even if that is the case, the gameplay mechanics are gonna make them play completely
They are.
different.
That's true. That's factual, because they are bringing back the old movement system from like 2019, I believe.
Nobody else is
So-
also too. Nobody everybody is so fucking just like hyped into this or like bought into this bullshit. No one is that I have talked to has mentioned the fact that I bring it up and they're like, "Whoa, it's not a big deal." I was like, "No, it's a really big deal." They fucking straight out, flat out to your face, fucking lied when they were like, "We are not doing another Call of Duty this year."
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it was supposed to be a
2-year.
2-year cycle.
That's what I was-
2019
that's what I was
everyone
gonna
thought
bring up.
2019 was going to be
Yeah.
a 2-year, and then this
That's-
one was supposed to be a 2-year, and
That's what I was gonna bring up. Is like
Never.
I don't understand how you guys are excited for this, considering it's
Nobody
literally
said,
like what's that?
Unless you're talking,
Oh, I said they're
unless you're talking
about
the public.
oh, you're talking about public.
Yeah,
I thought you meant us.
Yeah,
Sorry.
that's what, no,
Yeah.
that's what like people were actually excited to buy this
Yeah.
game. I'm like, it's
Well, of
literally
course
the
they
same
are.
game
It's-
you just bought, and you guys were pissed off about that the last time you fucking bought it, and the time before that, and the time before that.
Yeah.
But like so many people though, like, and here's again, Lerva. I'm sorry, man. Dude, I should name the podcast. I'm going to throw Lerva under the bus because I have done that literally time and time again right now.
For multiplayer and Call of Duty
Whoa,
Modern
hey,
Warfare
shh,
3.
Stop talking to me. You started playing the sound. So many people were like, "Fuck it, I'm done with COD," and then they bring back
They're
the
not, yeah.
They're bringing
Yeah,
out the
it's every year.
MW2 maps. Like,
It's every
my
year,
God.
bro. They're like, fuck this, man. COD's bullshit, bro. Every year coming out with the same fucking game. I hate this
it's
shit. And then
happening
literally
in
a
chat.
year
It's
later,
happening in chat right now. Look at it. It's happening in chat. Dude, it's gonna be amazing. Maps alone.
Listen, my cousin's super hyped about it too.
poor
like,
Lorva.
So there's something about the COD community that just eats the shit up. It's like NBA 2K
It's the
It's
yeah,
the
that's what I was about to say.
maps,
It's
dude.
literally the same thing with FIFA, with NBA 2K. They release the same bullshit every year after year after year. People
we buy
continue to
it.
buy it.
Yep.
They
And this is
continue to
why
fucking
Sony
praise it.
cared.
Yep.
Yeah,
So-
it's
I'm just I just feel so slighted by them, because I bought into Modern Warfare 2022, and I paid for a bunch of their stuff, because what was thought that they were going to be bringing out this
right. These
for
maps. like,
for 2022's Modern Warfare as a 2-year thing.
Buy a new game, you dumb
Did
motherfucker.
so
Boom.
quick
Buy
question.
a brand
quick,
new game.
quick question for you guys that played the last or the previous release, not this upcoming one, but whatever one is the
The one-
latest
yeah.
edition.
Modern Warfare
Right.
2 2022.
Yeah, whatever it is. I don't fucking keep up with this shit anymore. was it popular? Did it go for like is it still
the
doing
game,
well?
It's
Yeah.
popular again.
I mean,
it had a rougher launch because of the movement.
That's what I was gonna say. Is it popular again because of the release, the upcoming release of
No,
this, or did
no.
it peter off?
No, Warzone.
It just
dude, COD
it
players,
just
Warzone
gradually
players, yeah.
became popular again. They just
So
they
it did
just
peter
accepted
off.
it.
Well,
Okay.
It petered off only in the beginning because of the change to the movement. People were having pissy fits that there's no
So the
slide
only reason why
canceling and all that.
the only reason why I bring it up is I'm curious if that's why they chose to throw away that 2-year development.
No, I'll
like
tell you
maybe
exactly
the
why.
previous games started
I
to
don't think
peter
they
off
ever
and
had
like,
a
we need
plan
more
for a
money.
2-year development.
No,
I don't think so either. Yeah, 100%.
I'll
Yeah.
tell you exactly what happened, right? Is that they went in there and they go, okay, then like there was a threshold. Like I think you're partially right by saying it dropped. There's a threshold where
Yeah.
it went, okay, it's that like over, you have Warzone 1, the original Warzone, or well, if you really want to go Blackout, we have Blackout. Then we had Warzone,
Yeah.
right? And then we had Call of Duty Modern Warfare, the regular, what 2000
2019.
whatever 19. God, fuck, dude. We
That's
can't.
that's
we
the other
can't-
thing.
God
That's the other thing that
fucking
pisses
Christ,
me
man.
off about
Fucking
Call of
twisty
Duty
and
is
turny.
like,
It's
yeah,
so
that's the other thing that pisses me off about Call of Duty is I can never keep up with like it's Modern Warfare and then it's Call of Duty and then they bring back Call of Duty again later on
yeah.
and then it's
Do
Call of Duty
Do you
2
want Call of
again,
Duty
but it's
4 Modern
2021.
Warfare or,
Yeah.
or Modern Warfare 2 20
I'm like-
2000.
I'm like, if you're gonna fucking continue to bring out year after year, at least develop like a naming like how to name it so that people aren't confused about what the fuck they're buying.
Oh well, I'll tell you right now. For you and Bill, good luck when you're cutting this shit up into clips and trying to find the tag that you're gonna fucking put on there. Because when you put in Call of Duty Modern Warfare, you're gonna get about 1,000 fucking things.
Yeah,
but they had a threshold that they looked at and they go, oh fuck, like we hit that threshold, so now we got to do something. And
that's what I was
which
thinking.
is fine for me, but what ticks me off more than anything, it's like you motherfuckers.
And the only reason why I bring it up really quickly is because like I'm curious if they actually did have an intention of like bringing these maps over to the current version, but then they were but then they were like, fuck,
It was literally
the current
name.
version the current version is like fucking up and we're not getting as much of a turnout as we want to. Let's just re-release it, and then in order to bring up the hype, we'll be like, hey, we're bringing out all the original maps.
That's what makes me so fucking irritated is that they
Tell me about it.
Dude, right here it says fucking Modern Warfare 3. You dickbag, dickless pieces of shit. You motherfuckers. These maps weren't in fucking Modern Warfare 3. They were in Modern Warfare 2. So you released a fucking game that's called Modern Warfare 2, and then you're making me pay for fucking a game that's called Modern Warfare 3 with a Modern Warfare 2 match. You're not even putting in the fucking Modern Warfare 3 match. You sons of bitches. Like, fuck off, man. Like, God damn it. And the only reason I'm gonna even play this game is because I'm getting it for free. So fuck you.
Wait, give me it for free.
Dude, I'll do my best. I'm just saying, man.
Modernist warfare.
It's
Like, dude,
fucking dumb, bro. Go fuck yourselves. Like,
When I got so
I just-
excited when they said they were coming in with the state for our Modern Warfare 2, and then they gave us that island map with the estate house on it, and just fucked it.
and the other thing that
Just,
let me tell you something.
it just
Hold on.
cracks
wait,
me.
wait.
Oh,
Wait,
no,
one
no,
more.
no.
Just wait,
Okay,
wait,
okay,
wait,
okay, I got
wait,
something too.
wait,
Okay, go.
Wait. This right here. I want to pause it. God damn it, you fuckers. You fuckers. Let me tell you something. I guarantee fucking to you. I will mark my words. I will fucking. I swear to God, this map right here that they're showing being designed right now for what they're saying is Modern Warfare 3. I fucking promise you that is a fucking copy of a video that they used in Modern Warfare 2 for fucking DMZ mode, and all that they did was they literally just went sliced that cake, threw it down into Modern Warfare 3, wrapped a fucking $60 price tag on it, and said, "Merry fucking Christmas, bitches!" Like,
You know what else we got in Modern Warfare 2 as well? We got audio packs from the OG Modern Warfare 2 that they're charging $18 for. Get that too.
Yeah, man.
Just to
Bobby's
really
Bobby's got to fund his Bobby's got to fund his new shoe habit, you know?
Do you think any of this is going to change when Xbox has control?
Hey, I
I
hope.
doubt it.
I
doubt it.
do-
It's gonna
I
make
do-
Xbox a lot of money, bro.
I do hope though. Like I really want to
It
believe
would be cool. It would be
that-
nice, but
that Phil Spencer and the team are going to go in there and go, guys, I know, yes, it makes us a lot of money, but there's also a reputation that we have, because I think Xbox, like you
There's an
buy,
expectation with them buying them that they're
Right,
going
they gotta
to
clean it
fix
up.
some of these shitty Activision Blizzard
ways, like you can't
marketing. Yeah.
you can't keep doing letting, I don't know, oh god, oh man. Fuck
and
them,
get
bro.
this too. This is the thing too with Activision fans and all that. There's so many rumors that really just spark everything, because there's already a rumor for Call of Duty 2025 that it's going to follow a similar format for MW3, being that it's going to be a continuation of Treyarch's coming out with the original Black Ops 2 maps. That's already a rumor, and we haven't even got this one.
All I know is zombies for this game sucks from what I've seen.
Oh, it looks like
real
dog
bad.
shit. You're only able to go into those. It's open world zombies, and you're only able to stay in it for like 60 minutes. That takes everything out of what we liked zombies for, being a wave survival game, to now just like a DMZ zombie mode, like extraction, a zombie extraction. Like that's not what
Well,
we wanted.
Well, if you want a zombie game, go play Dying Light. Go play Dying Light 2. But Dying Light 2 did add premium currency. And I think Enigma,
But
you're
it-
the one that brought this on, right?
Yeah.
Rocket, can you
Yeah.
want to go into this, because I don't even know.
Yeah,
What
I
else is-
don't play Dying Light. Please don't do that. No, especially not with
Especially not
them
Dying
adding
Light
currency.
2.
Yeah.
Like go play Dying Light 1 for sure. Yeah, this for some reason Techland released an update recently that was like, hey, we got some news for our players. We know that you guys love our games, and guess what? We're adding premium currency. Yay! Everybody's gonna be able to buy shit, and everybody was like, no, it's
No.
a single player game. I'm good.
Not everybody's gonna be able to buy shit. Only Sin's gonna be able to buy shit.
So they apparently
Love you.
Techland is wanting like a bigger pie of the microtransaction era, and they want to do it in a straightforward way where you buy bundles without the need to leave the game, everything like that. Oh, fancy. They're gonna make it easy for you to spend your money. I don't. And the only reason why I brought it up is just because, like, what are you guys' opinions on like microtransactions in single player video games?
They're fucking dumb. Play the fucking
Why do you
game.
need
Like-
them? Yeah.
Yeah, it makes no sense to me. Because we had it in games like what's the one WB Games Shadow of War. Shadow of War, as well as the previous one. I can't remember.
Yeah, it cuts down on the
Mordor.
grind.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's the whole reason you play these games. Resident Evil 4 had pay to win aspects to
Did
them
it?
where
Oh,
you
wow.
yeah, you
Wait,
could
wait,
buy a map pack.
This isn't just
that's-
this isn't just cosmetics. Is this?
I'm not sure that they've released anything. I know
Well,
that
you're
they're
just giving
releasing
examples
bundles.
of microtransactions in general. Like
Yeah,
those
we're-
ones are
Oh yeah,
are
let's go to
pay
their
to
site.
win.
Let's go to their site and look at an FAQ. Sure, fine, fuck it. Allow cookies. I don't care.
Because I mean, I can give a shit less obviously about microtransactions in single player games if they're
Right.
cosmetic. I'm not gonna buy them, but I'm sure some Joe Schmo will.
So it's
okay?
looking like
But-
skin bundles for the most part.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but if there's like if it's microtransactions that give actual like progress to the game and like skip grind, like that is just stupid.
Yeah.
And if anybody buys that, why'd you even buy
Yeah.
the game?
Yeah, it's weird. Back to Resident Evil 4, they didn't have premium currency, but you could buy like skins and stuff, obviously. But they also had like an actual pay to win mechanic where you could buy a map pack that added more like hidden treasures to the game, so you could get more money quicker.
Let me
Yeah, that's
let me just highlight this real quick. If in your fucking FAQ, and this is directly from Techland, right? If you have to say this, you may have made the wrong decision. It's like Jeff Foxworthy. You may be a redneck. You may be a dumbass. If you go and one of your FAQ questions says, I don't care about skin bundles. When's the next update? And what's up with Dying Light C2? Like, okay. you might have some problems. Like you're focused wrong. I don't know. That's
It's
just funny to me.
it's a rough one, man. I've never personally been for cosmetics in single player games. That's just me personally, like cosmetic bundles that you can buy off of like their cash shop or whatever in single player games. I really didn't like it in Shadow of War and those other games because like at least in Shadow of War, I can't remember what it is in the other one. They had actual bundles that you could get like I
Well, that was like
I-
progression bundles. That was like
Yeah.
pay to progress. Hello? Did my shit just die? Hello? Hello? Chat, can you guys still hear me? Okay, I can't hear you guys. Let's join the call. I don't. Oh. This.
eh,
Hey,
ah,
hey.
my
There we go. We're
God.
back. Discord decided it
Good
wanted to be
old-
like, nah, that's cool. All right, we're back.
good old tech issues tonight.
Bro,
So yeah, that was the only reason why I popped it up there was because I'm just like, this is just another. Like, granted, it's only skin bundles. Dying Light had skin bundles if I remember correctly, but it was
Yeah.
for like
They were DLCs.
they were more of DLCs. Yeah. This is just straight up like $2 for fucking skin bundles, and I'm not sure how much
Well,
I agree with that.
mean,
This,
but
this
to be
I don't
fair,
care.
It's not just single player though. This is multiplayer. Like I think the way that
It's
they're getting
co-op.
at it, it's co-op. So you're like,
it's
hey,
not
you can-
PvP. Yeah.
No, but you can like show off your shit. Like you
Yeah.
can,
Yeah.
people want to be blingy. I mean, for fuck's sake, I decked out my character in NBA 2K just so I could
But
have
it-
a look.
But again, you look at like their previous release where like skins were actual, like they came with the DLC packs, right? This is just straight skins instead of actual content into the actual game, right?
Yeah.
So
No,
I don't
yeah,
know.
I think that's where the miss here is. Like, I don't give a fuck. You want to make, fine, sure. You want to sell custom cosmetics in a single player or co-op game. I don't have a problem with that. You're funding your game, elsewhere, but like, or continuing funding your development. But
I love
that should be going into development. Like, you should be coming out with fresh content constantly. You know what I mean?
I love this as well. You didn't read the second one underneath that the FAQ about I don't care about skin bundles. Is the DLC 2 delay in any way connected to you working on DL points? Absolutely not. These are two separate projects with different teams
Yeah.
working on them each.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, sure, bud. Sure.
Okay. Sure. Well, that's wild. Well, for us, we buy content and cosmetics in single player games. Companies like Xbox and Sony buy, spend their money on buying companies. And maybe Borderlands developer Gearbox might reportedly be up for sale. So if you are,
Do you think?
wondering what
Do
the
you
next
think that?
acquisition would be-
Do you think that like Borderlands would be the DLC for the Gearbox purchase for them? Like that's their DLC right there, or like a microtransaction, maybe.
maybe.
I don't understand the
Maybe.
Joker
I-
segment. that
It's
you're trying to
it's
make.
a joke. It's a joke. I was trying to say
This
that them
alcohol is
buying
hitting me real hard because I'm not understanding what the fuck you're saying.
them buying Gearbox was the main purchase, and then Borderlands is the DLC. Never mind.
I'm not
Uh,
even
It felt
drunk and I
fine.
didn't understand.
Okay. Maybe.
Bill got me. Bill understood me.
Yeah, I got you.
It must be a Nintendo thing. You guys are
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
Nintendo shills.
Yeah, so anyway, Gearbox, Bill, I think you brought this up if I'm not mistaken, yeah? Or is this
No, that one
Scruffy?
wasn't me.
Scruffy?
Not me.
Okay,
I
fuck
believe
you.
this was me as well. Yeah.
No, you already got one, Enigma. You don't get another one.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Not
yeah,
much. There's not much to be said. Like it came up that Embracer Group is possibly they're weighing the options to release Gearbox. I'm assuming because Gearbox isn't doing as well as they want them to, which is
Yeah,
surprising to me.
Oh,
why?
Embracer.
I mean,
Embracer owns
Borderlands-
Gearbox, or they just have
Embracer
yeah.
Group
most,
owns
most shares.
Gearbox.
Borderlands
yes.
3
Okay.
didn't do great.
Yeah.
Borderlands Tiny Tina's did even worse.
Did it?
So-
Wow.
Did better.
I thought the
I
Tina's
think
did pretty good.
Wonderlands did good. I think it did better than what Borderlands
better
3.
than 3.
I don't think it did is what it was expected to do, but I think
Three was trash, like
I don't
100%. Like
Or
I don't
maybe
think it-
I'm
I don't
just
think it was
blind.
trash.
I
I
don't
just think
know.
it wasn't
I didn't look
trash.
at-
It just-
I didn't look at the
three,
numbers.
yeah.
but
three was trash in comparison to
was
1 and 2.
trash. Yeah.
the storyline in 3 was terrible.
Yeah.
Tina's was just a good solo game. It wasn't a
Mobley
good,
Dick, man. You can't.
Borderlands
How you
game.
gonna beat
You
Mobley
can't-
Dick?
you can't beat Mobley Dick.
You
Right?
c-
You just
look.
can't.
Well, you could beat your No, we're not gonna. Nope, not gonna do that.
Oh, hell.
Not gonna do that one.
Jesus.
Alrighty.
So
Oh,
so
Lord.
yeah.
So for perspective, Tiny Tina's Wonderlands right now has an average of just 900 players a day in the last 30 days.
I mean, it's been out for a long
It's-
time. What's
what
what's
is-
the max
what's-
though?
What's Borderlands 3?
The max was just over 2,000. Oh, sorry. When it launched, it was 9,000, then it went to 5,000, then 2,000, and it hasn't went above 2,000 since 3 months after launch.
Well, also to be fair,
And that's on
are you?
Steam.
Yeah. So to be fair, this was an Epic exclusive
Yeah,
at
Yeah.
launch as well. So I don't. I mean, look,
I don't know.
I'm happy for
I'm not
anybody to
saying
get
it was
rid
a
of Embracer.
great game. Like it didn't do phenomenal, but I was just thinking it
I like the
compared
setting. I think it was
better
fun.
to
Yeah, it's fun.
3.
I mean, I've
Oh,
played
yeah.
it. I enjoy it.
Trust me, I loved it.
I liked
but-
all of them though. I liked Borderlands 3 for the gameplay and stuff. I didn't think the story was horrible. It just didn't grab me.
I would love for Borderlands to go into the fucking Destiny style, world and do it that way and fucking make it a
They
live
had
service.
the ideas for that once upon a time. There was a Borderlands MMO being planned, and they ended up scrapping it.
Dude, I'd
I
love it.
wonder if that would be something that would end up coming back because I do think it would work out perfectly
Yeah,
and give
I think it would
Destiny a
be
true
great.
competitor.
I think it would be
Now,
great.
now we're getting that hyenas game, which is like that
Bro.
Borderlands extraction.
That
Blech.
game. I tried playing that game again. I don't know if you tried playing that game again.
I haven't.
That game is too bad.
Is it?
It's just not fun. It's so stupid. I don't know. It had like
I
a
don't know.
concept and
I-
it's weird. Anyway, I don't know. I'm happy if Embracer Group gets rid of Gearbox. I don't like Embracer Group. I've never liked Embracer Group. I
I don't like
yeah,
Gearbox
yeah.
either. So
No, I mean I'm not saying that Gearbox is phenomenal, but I would rather them be owned by a company that's not
Well,
Embracer.
Gearbox could be better if bought up by a better company.
Yeah, I mean I think
possibly.
if Sony
You
buys
think
them,
so?
if
you think
Microsoft
you
buys
think
them-
that you think Microsoft will snatch him up? You think?
well,
I don't
if-
want
If it
either of them to
could,
snatch them up.
can't-
I don't want Sony or Microsoft to.
I mean, I
I would
think-
rather be another third-party buyout.
They can do whatever they want to. And I don't think that they can be stopped right now because
I-
you got to remember Gearbox isn't as big of a company as say Activision.
That's I was
Blizzard,
gonna
so-
say, yeah. Like I don't know.
I think that
warrants-
a lot of it's going to depend on this one, which is that Square Enix is, this is
true.
not, this is not reported. This is not saying that they are going to be bought, but we on this show have rumored for a long time that Square Enix is like tugging at Daddy Sony's pockets going, hey, Dad, pay attention to me. And,
Upbees.
they are going and saying, hey, so buy us. I think that if Sony buys, if Microsoft buys Gearbox, Sony buys Square Enix. I think that's where my mind would go.
I think
I
it should
mean,
be
I-
the flip flop. Honestly, like I think that
They're-
Do you
uh,
think Microsoft
should
Square?
buy Square Enix, and
I-
then Sony should
Square's
buy
pretty big, though.
Gearbox.
I think
Square's
Microsoft.
big,
don't-
but it's no bigger
Why-
than Gearbox in my opinion. Like they have basically the same amount of IPs.
Go ahead,
Mhm.
Bill. I think I know what Bill's about it. Bill, before you say, let me.
Bill's like, I just want
hold on a
none
sec.
of them to do it.
Let me mind read real quick and just see if I'm accurate. So hold on one sec. Bill is gonna say, I don't even know why we're even talking about buyouts. They should just be their own fucking thing. Am I close?
Yeah, kind of.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't like the idea of even more consolidation. It all of it frustrates me to no end. Like
you know what?
we should not be excited or like wishing one way or the other for consolidation of these game
Well, I don't-
companies.
I'm not wishing for it. I'm just speculate. I'm reading the
Yeah,
playing
I
field.
get
right?
it.
I
get
think-
it.
I think
It's
the
just-
sad
it's
thing-
disappointing.
I think the sad thing, and to go off your point, is that it's companies are not looking at how do we financially do better, right, or project better. Like this is like Square Enix is saying it's in serious trouble following Final Fantasy 16 launch. From what I understood, Final Fantasy 16 had a great launch. Like, did it not have a good launch?
So
Yeah,
it
it really
launched.
didn't have a great one.
It did. And it had a
It did-
really good
didn't-
starting month. Its sales have declined since then.
Yeah.
They're marking it up mainly due to lack of PS5s out in the market because on a percent base, it's actually doing decently for the amount of PS5s that are out in circulation. The problem is it's Final Fantasy 16 was trying to bail them out from 2 prior failures of the company, one of
Yeah.
them being Forspoken.
So this is saying that it's struggling it may struggle to recoup the $2 billion that it cost to make it. That's
Lost since Final Fantasy 16's launch.
Okay. Well, I don't know. Wow, that's okay. I mean, I look. The
If
bigger
you keep
thing
scrolling
here,
down, I think that article mentions like the prior titles
think-
that have drug it down, and the fact that Final Fantasy 16 was trying to build back some of that, and they are planning to do the expansions for it. So it must not have sold horribly if they're going to continue to put dollars into the
No,
game.
it's
well, I think that's. I don't know. If that's,
expansions isn't really a thing that you factor in because I guarantee you those expansions have been done for months.
Well,
like,
Yoshi P said before they announced anything, like shortly after Final Fantasy 16 launched, that they had no intent on putting DLC into this game until they saw how the game sold. And after that first month of sales, they were greenlit to start work on expansions.
so here's
yeah,
what-
I almost sorry to
No, you're-
interrupt you. I almost feel like that's like a that's like kind of a this is me being blasphemous to Yoshi P in
I mean,
some
you're
ways.
mad
I'm
at him
sorry.
right now anyway.
I'm sorry, Yoshi P. I apologize, but yeah, I'm almost wondering if that's like a sales tactic in some instances. Like, hey, if sales on Final Fantasy 16 don't do too well, we're not going to do DLCs. So make sure you get out there and buy it. You know, like that's
and
my
this-
opinion on it.
This
at
is
least.
not the 16.
Well,
is,
it wasn't. I don't think so, man, because he didn't make that announcement until after they had already been greenlit. Like he made the announcement saying that we had not intended to do DLC until we saw the sales goals, and luckily for you guys, the sales goals have been met. We've been greenlit. Like there was no marketing aspect to it. It was a cut and dry. This wasn't a thing. Now it is a thing. Thank you guys for supporting the game.
That does
Okay,
kind of
but-
dispel that then.
No,
little bit.
not kind of, but not really. Like that's fine. It dispels the idea of like, okay, we didn't, you know, you didn't get enough sales for the thing, but like it still doesn't dissuade it from being like, hey, we still want more sales. Like,
Well,
you
but,
see what I'm saying?
but there's no incentive at that point for like people to buy it if they want.
There's a
that
huge
DLC, 'cause
incentive. It's
if-
money. It's money for
no,
the company.
for the people to want to buy the game because the DLC was already greenlit, right?
Yeah,
So-
that's what he came out to say. Unless you're
Yeah.
saying that him saying this is going to get more sales, like implying that DLCs are linked to purchases and more sales mean more DLC. I don't know.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Back to the article though, right there, Marvel's Avengers. That game was so shitty, I completely forgot it existed. That was the other one that has cost Square a significant amount of money.
Oh yeah, I
shit.
forgot about
Yeah.
that.
So Final Fantasy 16 was trying to recoup some of those losses, and it did not do so, even though it sold well considering the amount of PS5s in the market.
so
I
Isn't
would like to see
PS
how many it's sold right now because it sold 3 million in its like launch.
isn't
month.
PS5 like don't they have the most consoles out there in comparison to all the consoles?
Besides Switch?
Well, yeah, I mean,
So-
it's Switch. That's an entirely.
I mean,
separate
compared to
thing, but-
Xbox, yes, but up until recently, nobody had a
Let-
reason to buy an
Let
Xbox.
my man speak.
I mean,
Sin.
it's okay. I don't mind. I speak a lot on this show. Like, it's quite okay. I was just gonna say that.
but
I-
no, I'm just kidding.
Asshole.
I try. Go.
okay,
1, 2, 3, go.
I can mute you. Um,
I'm literally telling you to speak.
I
He just wants you to
I-
know.
can't-
Oh
I-
my
so
god.
what I was saying at the very beginning, and then we got off kind of on this is that what I think to further your point, Bill, as to where this is sad is that it's not companies are not in my mind and let's use Square, right? Because this is who we're talking about. Square, in my mind, did not set out to say, you know, I think they set out to try to make a game, like try to make a good game. They want to make money. Like they're a company, they want to make money. But instead of, I think, taking the route of going, hey, let's, you know, make sure that Marvel Avengers is fucking on point. Let's make sure that Forspoken is on point. They go and say, well, let's just make sure that Forspoken can make up for the flop that Avengers was. Let's just make sure that Final Fantasy can make up for the flop of now Forspoken and Avengers. It's like, and then they're gonna like, you know what? Now because this we didn't do all this, you know what? Let's look at maybe getting bought out. That's the answer, right? Maybe that's the answer we can do to get in this situation. Not saying that Square Enix is in fact, you know, looking for a buyout, but we think that Square Enix is looking for a buyout. And what ticks me off too is that within 16, like this just shows that like you legitimately killed off in this podcast at least 2 people that would have bought the game, because I don't own a PS5. I'm not going to go buy a PS5. Like this isn't 2001 anymore. This isn't 2015. Like guys, if you are in the space, I literally did not go out and buy a PlayStation 5 because your games come to other console or come to PC. Consoles are not market leaders. Consoles are not profit leaders. They don't make money. So stop thinking about these things as like, how do I sell more consoles? You should be saying, hey, how do I sell games that people are going to want to play? And I'm going to put those games out on everywhere. Like if Square Enix wanted to make this game successful and they really needed to hit that nut, then my question is why the fuck did you lock it down to one platform? Like you locked it down to one platform, alienating all other platforms until we get a PC port, right? Like that's fucked up. Like bring it to PC, right? Like,
what I've been saying for years.
You know, it's get away from like locking things into a proprietary state, right? Like same thing with Spider-Man, all these other kind of things. Square.
Same thing with Starfield. Like honestly, like Starfield should have been.
Starfield should be completely across all platforms. All of these games should be across.
Spider-Man is Sony owned. Like
no,
straight up.
But Sony could still go instead of saying, "Hey, we're going to launch it. Go to PC, man."
Yeah.
Like for fuck's sake, Square.
They're already porting the old ones.
You launched Marvel. You knew Marvel. Like you had Crystal Dynamics, like sitting there. You just failed them, man. Like you failed them to continuously keep pushing them. We knew what Marvel Avengers wanted to be, and they fucking dropped the ball on it, right? Forspoken. It had its rough, like there's a little bit more history in a Forspoken than what, to say that they just completely dropped the ball. But really, Square, you're the fucking, like, you're the publisher, you're the daddy company, you're the one that's back there.
Yeah.
Like, fucking man, step up. Like
they didn't hold the leash tight enough on that one.
Own your shit. Like, it's sad. It's because Embracer Group, you look at Gearbox, all of them, like this entire show has been nothing but literally companies just taking the easier way out, except for the indie games, and fucking knocking it out of the goddamn park. Like, it's ridiculous. It's stupid. And this is a great segue. And so the one places that you want to fucking injure and the one thing that you want to hurt are fucking indie games, Unity. So you're going to sit there and say that, hey, we're going to raise our fucking prices and we're going to now do a per install fee.
Hello?
You muted yourself, boo boo.
Son of a bitch, I hit a button to mute myself. Motherfucker, it was such a perfect segue, too.
No.
Damn it. Oh, wait, no. Chat.
Unity muted him.
The stream heard it, or the Discord or stream heard it. Y'all just didn't.
Okay.
I just said it's a fucked up way.
This is why we don't drink on podcast night, but
no, it's because look, both mice. This is a dumb idea, but both mice to both PCs are the exact same mouse. So I kind of have to and I hit the button on the wrong mouse. That's my bad.
Okay.
I'm just saying that like indie developers are the backbone, and then you decide you're gonna turn around and fuck them. Like
this is a major burden.
Yeah,
to all
Unity
indie devs.
Unity is huge for not even just indie devs, but like Unity is used for quite a bit of like actual like pretty large named games, dude.
A lot of shit.
Like to then pull this kind of bullshit and I saw some stuff in I can't remember if it was Twitter or if it was in our chat someplace, but it was interesting. Like the owner of Unity, the CEO of Unity, I guess, has sold his shares before they made this announcement.
Insider trading.
That is insane, dude. And that's technically that's illegal. So I'm curious about how that's gonna happen.
He's big fucked.
Yeah, I'm curious how that's gonna happen.
Do you know who that guy is? John Riccitiello? That's the former CEO
of EA, wasn't it?
Yeah. So none of this is surprising coming from this guy.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Just crazy, man. Like,
but to put it in perspective, Unity Engine is used if you're not familiar, it's a gaming engine used by a lot of developers, mainly indie, but there's games like Genshin
Impact, we have an image of
Pokemon
that, right?
Go.
I can't show the image. It's too big.
Hearthstone, like a bunch of like
I got you.
Not small games. Beat Saber, like
I got you.
A bunch of games.
We're posting the image up in chat if you guys want to see like just a list of all the like a good amount of games. That's
Yeah.
That's still small compared to like
Yeah.
the massive amount of
It's
games
not
that
it's not the
run
full
Unity.
amount, but that's like the
It's-
mainstayers, like that's the main names right now that are out currently that use Unity. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I mean, just looking at one of them, Rust. Look how big that game is.
Yeah, Rust 2.
Right.
Dude.
It's getting fucked where it's getting delayed.
I mean,
Dude.
not even just that, like Among Us,
Yeah, like
Yeah.
Among Us.
But, but yeah, so we
Or the
haven't even
Last
talked
Last year,
about
one
what.
of the game of
Genshin
the year
Impact,
contenders,
Honkai Star
Cult of the
Rail.
Lamb.
Yeah, man.
Crazy,
and
dude.
all these games that are under fire right now because they're running Unity are you know, they're saying that they're going to be delisting their games,
Well,
rightfully so, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
That is huge. That
is crazy.
And to Bill's point, as much as a proponent I am of I'm not a proponent, but I am understanding the digitalization of games. Guess what? This is one of those times where if
Yeah.
it gets delisted, that game is gone until they want to bring it back out. If you have physical copies, it's not gone.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
game
I
not
mean,
gone.
if
well, like,
you purchased
buy
it,
now,
you still
you
have
would
it.
keep it.
I know
They're
that, but
not
what I'm
gonna-
saying
you just
is-
can't purchase
but-
it.
but
if
yes,
you don't
but-
have it.
But the physical version of said game can be bought, rebought, traded,
sure, yeah.
whatever. You can't on a digital.
Yeah.
So-
And never mind. It's
The other crazy
Go
thing that happened with this is that this fucking company decided they wanted to try to come out and clarify the goddamn controversy of the new pricing model. I'm
As
not
if
saying-
we didn't understand the bullshit they were trying to pull.
Yeah.
It's not like, it's not an apology like, okay, whoa, we fucked up. Like, this is a bad move. Like, we're just gonna take it down. You're like, no. You don't, let me gaslight you for a second. You just don't understand like why you're
Yeah.
upset. Like, are you fucking kidding me? And then when they did
Yeah.
this, which we do, the Pre-Patch podcast does not condone any types of act of violence against anybody. I don't know if you guys saw, they had a bomb threat. They had a bomb threat to
Wow.
Unity
Wow.
shut down today because and sent everybody home because of a potential
Yeah, don't
terrorist.
do that.
wow.
Please,
Yeah, that's,
please
that's
don't do
not
that.
the answer.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
this is
not
shitty,
going to help.
But that's
like,
not the answer to this.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
doing bomb threats or trying to hurt somebody is not going to make them change,
No.
whatever they're doing. It's just gonna piss people off or embolden
And-
people to actually go through with something like that. Like, don't do that.
Right.
Yep.
I work with one of my coworkers at the hospital that I work at. Actually, does indie game development on the side. They're working on a.
We know
small
a couple of
project with
people. Yeah.
that work. Yeah. So I was talking to them today because they were heated because they were using
Oh
Unity.
shit.
They luckily for them, they were early enough in like the hard development of the game that they have the ability to swap to a different engine and
Yeah.
not lose too
Good.
much of their progress. They're extremely lucky in that regard.
yeah,
But,
but a lot of
ton
these developers
people are
aren't.
not. A
Yeah.
ton of people are not. And even if Unity does come out here later in the week or start of next week and backtrack on this, they backpedal everything. They go back to their old
They
price
have to,
model.
I think
man.
they're gonna have to.
They
Yeah,
have
there's
to.
there's
They're
no
going to
there's
have
no
to.
way that there's no
But-
way that they can continue with it and
Yeah.
not just get an entire backlash of the community, the
I-
gaming
I-
community in
I
general.
speculate we're seeing a back pedal in like a week tops.
But even if they do, like from what this person was telling me and a few other people in the development space that they were talking to, they have no interest in working with Unity.
Yeah, they don't.
at
Yeah,
any
this, you're
point.
done.
I don't
You're-
doubt it. Yeah,
this
they
this
have
is a
to
huge
earn
hit.
the good grace of
And
that community by
this-
simply
I-
doing this.
Epic is over there fucking licking their chops, homeboy.
Yeah,
They're-
Unreal Engine is
yeah.
looking real good. Or like, there's a ton of other development engines that indie devs have access to.
And I was just watching a video today too, comparing like the two engines and the takes and everything. And like Epic, their Unreal Engine, they like quote developers up to like $1 million in profits of revenue until they actually even start taking a cut of like 5%, which is still
Yeah, it's a balloon
a
loan
pretty
payment.
modest.
It's
Yeah,
fine.
it's not bad compared to what this is going to be doing and literally chopping developers up and taking them for everything they own. Like,
And the only thing that I worry about with this as well is like I already have an issue with Unreal Engine and the fucking draw that it takes for developers to go to Epic, because like once they're on the Epic Game Store, they don't have to pay that, right? If they publish through the Epic Game Store, they don't have to pay their registration fees, I think is what it is.
something like that.
I think they still have to pay their fees when it comes down to like the amount of games that they sell. But That's a huge fucking thing for like indie indie developers, and that's just gonna. I'm afraid that's just gonna be like even more fucking games that
The
go
one thing I found really funny about
Epic
this
exclusive.
was, can you like, how do you think the talks are going at like Nintendo HQ and Sony HQ and Xbox HQ?
It's a good point because
because
a
they're
lot of
going to be
games on
fronting the
Nintendo-
bill for a lot of this.
Yeah,
if
a lot
this
of
goes
games on
through.
Nintendo actually use Unity. I saw a post
lot of
today that was
publishers
like
are going to be fronting the bill.
I saw
like, in general.
I saw a post today that one of their I don't know if it's the most recent Pokemon game or if it's one of their more recent ones
It was Brilliant
released.
Diamond.
Was Brilliant Diamond is ran
Yeah.
off of Unity, and that from what I was reading, like that thing as soon as this comes out, they're paying boku amounts of money.
It starts
Yeah.
January 1st.
Yeah.
I could see the
the
big
bill is
three.
the end of the month.
I could see the
crazy,
big
dude.
three like
Yeah.
lodging a lawsuit against Unity.
And
Honestly, if they
the
can word.
the downloads, the threshold of downloaded copies and or revenue made, it's I think either or to qualify to for these fees to go into effect, is retroactive, I believe.
Yeah, it is.
So
I'm pretty sure.
it's even if you have your game released now, you know, it's retroactive, and those thresholds are met by January
that's-
1st. That you're going
that's
to be
why-
by the end of January.
That's why Cult of the Lamb is having such an issue with it, is because like as soon as January 1st comes out, like they're getting hit with a
Yeah.
you know, a huge fucking check
And
essentially.
the end of the month, but yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just crazy, man. And not even just like the games that are you
Yeah.
know, people are buying, but the games that are on Game Pass, you know, that are getting, you know, millions of downloads because they're on the front page. Or there was something that came out, you know, how like Epic, they do their free games, you know,
Yeah.
like monthly free games. There was one developer that they had their game up on there that got over 7 million downloads, and said that what he would be speculated to have to pay in fees is more than he's ever even made in revenue.
Made off the game. Yeah.
Yeah, and at all
Motherfucker.
everything. It's ridiculous.
Wow. I want to meet the person that came up with this plan. I want to meet that person
You
just so
you-
I could
you
be
wanna
like,
meet John Riccatello.
No, well, it's not even like, okay, it's not even the CEO like that. That's like saying we're gonna put all of the blame of Activision on Bobby, right? We punched Bobby
What,
pretty
can't we?
hard. Okay, you
Sorry.
can, but like it's not just the CEO that makes this. This goes through like CEO, COO. Like there are different
No,
levels of checks and balances.
What I saw is that there was a lot of checks and balances of over like a month time that this plan was going into effect, and there was many people in the company of Unity that were like guys, what
That's
are
the
we
problem.
doing? Like
That's
like,
the problem with
this
these
does not
these
seem like a
businesses.
good idea. Like what
Yeah,
is
that's-
this? This is going to burn bridges on every front.
That's the biggest issue is like what so okay, so you have an issue, you work at Unity, like you're not really you're a little bit higher up than just a normal employee, right? You work at Unity, you're maybe a part of the management, or you're like a CFO, CE, so you know, something along those lines, right? What are you gonna say? You're gonna go to the CEO and be
Yeah.
like, hey, this isn't a very good idea.
I mean, if you
we
work
should
within
not do
if you
this.
work within a good company, yeah, that should be the conversation
Yeah.
piece that is
I
happening.
mean, it
but-
should.
It should. But,
yeah. Yeah. So I don't know. It's fucking wild. It's fucking wild. But what's even more wild is that, guys, it's already 12:33. We are that's it. The gaming news is done. We're on our last little bit of the segment, the show, going into our quick hits. And if you need more, if you're craving more, we're not going to charge you a per listen fee. Go to our Spotify, go to anchor.fm/prepatch podcast, go to your favorite podcast app, go to YouTube, go over to Twitch, go watch our VODs, go to Shorts. I mean, there's so many places you can go catch us. Go to our Twitter, go to our Discord, go over there, get your fill for free. Doesn't cost you a fucking thing.
So
You can go over
free.
there and get more of the Pre-Patch podcast. 96
Hell
episodes to be
yeah.
exact. So wrapping it up, make sure you guys put your questions in here because we will finish off with questions in chat. We're going to go over our quick hits. So quick hits, Throne and Liberty, maybe making a turnaround. I don't know if you heard about that game. but it's an MMO that's out there. Go take a look. There's some new footage that's showing that they possibly may be working on their combat system and overhauling that, because that was a fucking joke when it came out.
Oh shit, that's
possibly-
NCSoft.
Possibly,
Yeah.
well, possibly we may Throwing Liberty may make a comeback. We'll let you know.
Hey,
Resident Evil Village and RE4 is remake is coming to the iPhone 15 Pro. That was part of the iPhone announcement,
as well as the new Assassin's Creed
But the-
Mirage too.
on top of that though, that is very impressive tech though that is coming out for
Yeah,
these new
no, the
mobile,
i15, the
devices.
iPhone 15 is insane, man. Like,
yeah, they're going to have tech to support ray tracing.
it's
even.
crazy, dude.
I don't know if you guys saw too, but you can literally, there's a mod that lets you download a thing to your Steam Deck that lets that turn into a phone. So you can
Wow.
make your Steam Deck
Can
into
you
a
like
phone.
hold your Steam Deck up like hello?
I mean, you can. There's
Like
a
an old
mic, but
lady's brick phone.
I don't
Yeah.
know why you would just Bluetooth it, but Blizzard hosted a D4 my love live event in Korea. Nobody showed up. In
Wait, you weren't there, Sin?
nope, I couldn't get to Korea in time.
Sin still paid for it though. He still
So
paid for the
I
whole.
still bought my
He
ticket.
supported
I
it.
still bought my
Yeah.
ticket.
He bought everybody's ticket.
He bought a
Cyberpunk-
little dummy of himself to put in the seats.
Cyberpunk 20, dude, if they would have offered a skin for digital purchase, there's a good chance I may have bought it.
100%. man.
Cyberpunk
would've.
2077 2.0 update is happening on the 21st, and the Phantom Liberty cinematic dropped as well. I think
Such a good cinematic too, dude. Like,
That-
if you have time to go and look at it, please go and watch the cinematic, because we really don't have time to watch it on the podcast. But yeah, go and watch it. It's impressive what they did with that cinematic. Like, Cyberpunk's always been really good with their cinematics. It's top notch. So
awesome. So that's it. That's the show, boys and girls. We're gonna go around the horn, talk about or mention where you guys can find us and what games we're gonna be playing coming out for the next week, and that'll be the wrap. So Scruffy, why don't you kick us off? Where can everybody find you? What are you gonna be playing?
Kicking us off, you can find me still on Kick and Twitch. I'll be probably just playing more Starfield. I toss in a variety stream every now and then. Played some Fallout 4 last night, so I kick it with whatever. I've been feeling nostalgic too, so I kind of want to go back and play some oldies, but I don't know. Maybe I used to do my memory lane Mondays that I was reminiscing on. I might go back and maybe try something like that again, but we'll see.
what happened to
Sure,
Sad Boy
fine.
Saturdays, bro?
Sad
Like-
Boy
like-
Saturdays.
yeah.
Those still happen. I just don't stream them.
You just don't stream 'em?
It's too sad. Oh.
Man.
He's off drinking an old fashioned alone at a bar.
Bill, what are you
That's what I was doing.
what are you gonna be playing? Are you still getting down with the mech life?
Yeah, so I'm gonna be playing Armored Core up until Liza P launches on Tuesday.
Excited
I
about
might-
say
that?
that's Tuesday, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna finish up my runs of Armored Core before I pick up Liza P, or if I'm just gonna do it on launch day. Still haven't figured that out, but both of those will be in the docket coming up
Nice. People can find you where?
on the YouTube. Billy the Squid, SKWID.
There you go. Enigma, how about yourself?
I don't stream. I'm not a streamer, so
You
but
streamed 3 days. I
occasionally,
watched them.
occasionally I
He's a-
do
you're a streamer
on
now.
occasion. Occasionally,
Yeah.
it is what it is. I
then
usually do like events and shit, and
You stream as much as some of the top streamers on Twitch and Kick, man. What are you talking about?
that's true. That's true.
And
yeah,
they can
Starfield,
catch you
man.
over at Kick, right?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Kick.com/fuckkick.
He actually made that
I have it
account.
copyrighted. I
He's
did.
got
Yeah, that was the
name.
only account that I made. But no,
Jesus
yeah,
Christ.
Starfield, lots of Starfield. I've actually been really enjoying Starfield. I don't know what everybody's pissed
good
off
time,
about,
man.
but
Yeah.
whatever, man. I think it's good. I'm over there
Chill.
in that
You're
camp
having
of
fun, that's all
people.
that matters.
Yeah, I'm over there in that camp of
Exactly.
people that I posted a meme on Twitter the other day that was like, "Why are you having fun with Starfield?"
saw
And the dude
that.
was just like literally just looking at it, like
Just
paying
still
attention to
playing
nothing but
Starfield.
it. It's a fun game though. I've been having a lot of fun. I made a new character, Mandalorian. We're still doing the Gene Starwind. I trying to do the Mandalorian. Definitely want to do some more streams of that. You know how it goes. So, and then I got Cyberpunk in like literally 18 days.
And
So,
we're gonna lose
20
him for a while.
Yeah, 21st is the release of the 2.0, and I probably gonna do some streams. I just tried to do another run before the DLC comes out. So
Nice.
Twitch.com/Enigmatica Gaming.
All right. And
That's on a Thursday, Enigma.
That is on Thursday, unfortunately. Yep.
oh, we're doing an extra long podcast
Nope.
on that one,
Nope.
bad
Second
boy.
time.
Yes.
Both releases.
Yes.
If it, just remember, Sin.
Extra long.
Oh,
Just
dude, the
remember,
longest
Sin.
podcast.
Turnaround's a bitch.
Bro, I don't care. And I have, of course, Sin, and you can find me over on Kick. Okay, you know what? I'm having fun on Kick. Go fuck off.
That's good.
None of
That's
that
good,
mindset, you bitch. Anyway,
Fuck it.
um,
Kick.com/fuck it.
fucking Enigmatical Gaming. How about that? We can keep going. I had to make sure I enunciated all of those words. I saw Bill
Yeah,
Swins.
yeah.
He's like, bro,
Yeah,
don't
Bill's like-
fuck it up. But you can find me over on Kick at kick.com/Sinin. Ugly just came out yesterday on Steam. It's a game that was on the OTK Gaming Expo. It's
a game? You're not just saying that?
Yeah.
He was
Yeah.
like, my ugly just came out yesterday.
No,
so
Ugly.
I'm gonna be.
Ugly came out. It's a game that I'm like a Metroidvania roguelike that I'm really excited
It's
to
a way
play.
of life, man.
It actually
it's a
You know,
it's a
I didn't fucking
biography.
interrupt either one of y'all bastards whenever you're talking. Like,
I've been interrupting everybody. honestly.
So I'm going to be playing that. I'm actually excited about Lies of P as well because I believe it's on Game Pass day one,
is, yeah.
if I'm not mistaken. So I'm
Mhm.
going to be
I
jumping
believe
into
so. At
that
least.
and playing some of that. And then I'm a 2K streamer, boys, now. So it's all going to be basketball all the time. That's what we're going to be doing, just hooping it up, you know? So anyway, that's the show. 97 is wrapped up. Y'all have a wonderful night. Make sure that you tell somebody you love them, and then also tell them to download the Pre-Patch Podcast. We will catch you guys next week, 10:30 p.m. Eastern, right here on Twitch and YouTube. See ya.
Hasta luego.
What? Okay. The fuck
Oh,
is? The
what
fuck
the hell's
is this?
going on?
Oh, this is interesting. This is new.
I kind of dig
Hi
it.
guys.
Glad there's no spicy content on
Everybody say bye.
there. Bye.
What's
Bye.
happening? I don't.
Just got it, man.
Just gonna let it be.
Just turn it off.
Gonna let
Just
it
turn
be.
it off, man.
Just gonna let it be. No, we're gonna let it play. Good thing I didn't have my credit card information up there.
Right?
Wave, say hi. Everybody say bye. Say you love them. You blow kisses. Everybody blow kisses.